So she cheated first. Yes, I fucking cheated. I guess technically I had fucking did some shit on cam with a girl that wasn't my girlfriend. So yeah, I cheated. So when I told her about it, I wanted to end things. And yeah, I really wanted to, I know I'm repeating myself, I wanted to scare her into not talking. So yeah, I brought up her kids and I shouldn't have. But yeah, I don't know. I make a lot of bad decisions, but I never would have done it. I don't go on the farms. I mean, I am pretty bitter about people exposing my young nieces on the farms in their diaper. You know, it's disgusting. Predators could be on the farms using those pictures for disgusting reasons. I've been very bitter about it. They've exposed my aunt, my uncles, my cousin, you know, people who have nothing to do with YouTube or anything. So yeah, I've been really pissed off about that. I knew it wasn't going to work out like quite a long time ago, but like I said, every time we would fight or anything, she would start sending me all my pictures. I feel that was blackmailing me into staying with her, making me scared of those pictures getting out, and videos. Just because my picture's been leaked before doesn't mean I want it all out there. And now she's saying personal information about me about being into fat fetish or whatever. Yeah, I prefer thinner women who are into bigger guys. I don't care. There's a lot of people into that. It wasn't meant to be a threat. It was meant to make her mad, to make her be quiet and not say anything about me. I did have one, I guess. So yeah, I don't handle things properly sometimes, especially when I drink. You want to call it blackmail, then it was blackmail. I wanted her to be quiet. I don't like Foodie Beauty's tatas. Well, then I didn't mean it to be a threat, but whatever. If it's a threat, it's a threat. What can I do about it now? This is something we always did. We always, like, said fucked up shit to each other, mean shit to hurt each other, and then we'd end up getting back together. It was kind of an on and off thing like that for months. Like I said, I can keep saying it. I was scared. I fucking said something. I wanted to keep her quiet, and I shouldn't have said it. I tried to make things up with her after that, you know, which she didn't show. But, yeah, I'm not trying to come on here and say I'm acting the one that acts right. I make a lot of mistakes. So, anyways, this is just going to be a hangout. We don't have anything planned today. I'll probably crash pretty early. I'm tired. I haven't slept. I didn't share her kids online. I don't have pictures of her kids. She has sent me pictures of her kids in the past, but I did not save them. So I wouldn't have been able to dox her kids if I wanted to. I don't even know her son's name. But yeah, obviously I made it seem like I was going to. No, I haven't posted any pictures of her. Gay porn. I haven't done gay porn. I'm not acting like a victim. I was scared. You didn't see everything. Like I said, every time something went bad, all my shit was thrown back in my face. Everything that I ever gave her. So I was scared of where she was going to put that. I said she has behavioral disorders, and she will be vengeful and do things just to hurt somebody. She cheated on me first. And then I cheated on her, and I was scared that she was going to expose all my shit. I wanted to make her mad, so I said I was going to go to the farms. I never specifically said I was going to dox her kids. I said I will go to the farms. Don't forget you sent me pictures of your kids. That's all I'm saying, as in, don't fucking leak my shit because I have a lot of your shit. That's all I meant by it. It's my stupid fridge. I didn't meet her in real life, no. She was sending nude pictures of some other girl on camera, and she was on camera with her. A girl that's into like, she's bi, whatever. No, I never saved the kids' photos. I didn't delete them. I never had them. She had sent them, I think she had sent their school pictures to me like weeks ago. I never saved them. Danzig's into women. She was trying to convince her to dump me and all this other shit. I'm like, yeah, I make a lot of fucking mistakes, but I always come on here and I tell the fucking truth. A lot of people do not do that. I didn't say she was hot. I'm saying one night I fell asleep and this girl was mad and went and showed a bunch of pictures and video cammed with Danzig, who was calling her hot and everything else. She told me the conversation. How is that not cheating? So yeah, I cheated too, but I knew things were over weeks ago. I just didn't know how to end it without it blowing up in my face like it has. No, it wasn't Luna. Luna's married. I think she still lingers around, but I don't care if people like me or not. I really don't. I have my reasons for doing it. I really wanted her to make sure she stayed quiet, so I used her worst fear against her. It wasn't Ronnie. But yeah, you can ask Ronnie. I've been sending him, telling him some of the things that have been going on. I was out with Ronnie and opened my messages from her, and all of a sudden there's my dick fucking popping up on my screen just because she liked to send them, throw it in my face that she had them. I don't have a magnifying lens. I wasn't in the right. I wouldn't say I was in the right. I was just, I was scared. I was drunk. Which, I make very bad choices when I drink. They don't call it a drinking solution. They call it a drinking problem, right? But I'm not using that as an excuse because I know people hate that. But sober, I would never have done that. But at the end of the day, this girl has some issues. She started scaring the shit out of me, and I started getting really worried. I didn't know about some of her mental conditions when I got with her, and she frequently doesn't take her medication and becomes a very hateful, mean person, and has dragged me in people's chats several times. I've had people message me asking why she's coming for me so hard, and I'll be like, oh, it's just, one of those days for her. She's having a bad day. I might have issues, but I would never do some of that shit. I was scared. I'm not shaming her, but she needed to be on her medication, and when she was on her medication is when she would act out against me and be very ignorant and rude to me. I'm not shaming her for it. I don't have perfect mental health. I did like her, and that's why I stuck it out so long, because it wasn't her fault. But I got scared as to what she was capable of doing with some of these behavioral disorders that she has. No, I'm not doing the stupid... Like I said, I have not talked to any other new girls on Instagram since all that first shit happened with the first girl. I'm not into this. I'm not doing this. Victim shaming. Every woman is a fucking victim. And they all stick together, band together, and go after men. I'm not shaming her. I'm saying it like it is. Like, that I wasn't aware of some of these conditions that she had beforehand, which are very frightening when they get out of hand. I'm not shaming anybody. Well, she's exposed herself now by putting our personal stuff out, so she's kind of doxed herself, so it's not lazy. Oh yeah, at this point, I'm not trusting anybody. I get frequently, even last night, I got like 4 or 5 people trying to message me on Instagram. I'm not going to answer you. At this point, I'm being baited for people to say stuff and for me to say stuff back, and you're going to shave your head. No, we were kind of codependent, and we enabled each other because she drinks a lot too. Drinks as much as I do, if not more. What horrible thing is you done now? You always come around when shit goes down, Kermit. I didn't victim shame women, but a lot of them, it seemed, they band together. It doesn't matter, I didn't hear any outrage about Jessica going nude, where there was potentials for minors to see her nude self on camera. No one said nothing about that. There was no outrage when my nude pictures got released out on the internet, but there was major outrage about me sharing a picture that wasn't nude to a mutual friend of a girl that I was talking to. You guys stick together. A lot of you have issues with men. Not everybody. I'm not trying to be like that, but these last 2 girls I've been with have had major men issues, and it shows at this point. It's red flags, big time. No, because you guys band together when you don't even know the other side of the story. That's my issue all the time. And then I'll come up with my side of the story, everyone's still against me. It doesn't matter what I say, what I do. I'm always the bad guy. I'm always the one doing shit wrong. So no one's ever on my side, no matter what. All I'm saying is that my viewers, a majority of them are women. A lot of them probably have issues with some men. And these last 2 definitely had major issues with men. And that definitely was a problem. And then they band together with other women who hate men. And then it's like a big circle. It's the same group of people all the time. It's these same groups of people. What would we fight about? Me not answering back within 5 minutes? And she would say, oh, I'm too busy to talk to her. And I would say, no, I'm not busy. I'm watching a video. Every time I went into Chantel's chat, as soon as I sent a message in Chantel's chat, she's like, oh, you're busy. Too busy talking to your fucking fupa or whatever she would call it. Like, I was literally being watched all the time, everywhere I went. I don't care, like, if you want to be. I'm just saying it like it was. I'm saying how I felt. Was I perfect? No. But I'm sick of being made out to be this monster all the time. And why do these girls, if they're so scared about these things, if that first girl thought I really leaked one of her nudes, why the fuck would you go public about it, make it a big deal, draw this attention to you, just to drag me? If you're really upset about a nude of yours being released, you would have went to the police. If this girl was so worried about me exposing her kids on the farms, which I would never have done, which I didn't say I was going to do, I said, I'm going to go to the farms, and I said, remember, you sent pictures of your kids to me. Basically, shut up, I have shit on you, you have shit on me. Why, if she was so scared, again, she was in Danny's chat. Danny, look at Discord. Look at Discord. Clear your palate. Because I was in there talking, and Danny was talking to me, and we were having fun, talking, and she just couldn't help it. She had to drag me. She just had to get it out there. So, this is a private shit. It should have stayed private. If she didn't like what I said, okay, we're done, we're over. Block me, delete me, end of it. No, it wasn't about that. It's about dragging men. Again. Oh yeah, we can move on. I don't care. I don't need to talk about it anymore. I just want to make my facts known, how I felt, and why I acted the way I did at the end. And why I said the things I did. Oh, I'm sure she's watching. I'm sure she's fucking posting way more conversations of ours online. which I'm going to be, again, the bigger person, not say names, not show fucking screenshots. Those are private conversations between us. End of it. Anyways, we're going to move on. I don't have anything planned for cooking today. We just made that casserole last night. It was really good. I have another leftover casserole, which I'm probably going to have to freeze. It's been there for like 4 days. We got that dessert bar that's still in the freezer. Forgot about it. So yeah, I don't think we're doing the cooking today. We're just going to hang out. Like I said, I didn't sleep last night. I slept maybe 2 hours. So I imagine, by 6, 7 o'clock, I'm probably going to be passed out. So we're just going to hang out today. We're going to chit-chat. There's going to be a lot of people coming in about these allegations. So I'm probably going to be having to, repeat myself on some things. I am getting tired of being forced to... This is going to be the last time with this. Like I said, when shit went bad with this other girl, I was already talking to this girl. So I pursued it. There was red flags from the beginning, and I ignored them. So, same as the last time. I'm pretty naive. I'm too trusting. I guess I can sometimes be, I don't know, people like to say trauma dump. I like to say, I share my feelings about how I feel about certain things, or if I'm having a bad day, I like to talk about it with people, with friends. I confide too much in strangers. So, never blame the woman. Just got done saying I'm not innocent in it either. Take a shot, Neat. So yeah, that's the next thing I need to really get serious about, is getting my drinking. I need to get sober again. Shit. At the end of the day, I just want to fit in, and I make a lot of mistakes as far as, I say the wrong things. It's something I've always kind of done. I'm really good at, not thinking before I speak. Yeah, I definitely need to get sober again. I don't really know. I don't have a plan yet. My parents now know that I've been off the wagon for a while again. I've been spending money on drinking and not paying for bills. So they're really pissed off at me. They're not really talking to me. I have a lot of shit to figure out. Other things to focus on. So obviously I need to stop telling myself that I can beat this alcohol shit on my own, because I can't. I'm procrastinating reaching out. Fake cry. See if I say anything now or say my feelings, I'm just looking for sympathy, or whatever. You'll come up with something. So it's a really beautiful day out. Virgin allegations. It's been so long, I'm probably a newborn virgin. I wouldn't know how to do it now anyway. It's been like 8 years. I don't like the idea of AA, sitting in a room. I just don't see how that's going to keep me sober. I think I definitely need some counseling. You can see alcohol counselors and stuff. I think that's where I need to start first. I had to reach out to my doctor, and then my doctor's going to want to, it's going to just be overwhelming having to, talk to my doctor, and then go to this appointment, go to that appointment, go to this meeting, go to that meeting. It's going to be difficult. I managed it on my own for 2 months there, and part of me always says I can do it myself, but I really need to now that I'm putting myself publicly, and people are putting conversations publicly. I have to get my shit together, because I just don't think when I drink. So, well, I've been nothing but transparent on here. I've overshared. I let you guys into my life too much, as far as telling you about my problems and stuff like that. I should never have done that. It's just opened me up to ridicule, and people are just using the drinking thing against me constantly now. Me and Ronnie have never been like that. You're not allowed to date. You're not supposed to date people from AA, and you're not supposed to date people for a full year when you're in recovery. Hey, Beeson. It's a day at a time. I really don't want to bring this up, but I think people are not stupid. I got fired from my job because I was drinking every day, so much that I was too sick to get up to go to work. And then I'd be depressed about not going to work, so I'd drink again. And basically missed a week and got fired. So yeah. I would definitely say my life is a fucking mess right now. My family's not talking to me because I was honest. I was telling my parents, that, I made up some big fucking story that they didn't give me my last paycheck and shit because I didn't have money for rent, and they ended up paying my rent, so I didn't get fucking evicted. And then they found out I was lying, and that my alcohol addiction's really bad again, and they're pissed off at me. And basically said they're not gonna fucking help me again, which is, understandable. I know I'm gonna fucking regret saying all this shit. Piggy's gonna have a fucking heyday. And it's kind of made shit obviously worse, but now it's it's kind of too late for me to, even if I find a job tomorrow, I'm probably not gonna be able to come up with my rent again. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. I'm not e-begging, I'm not dry begging, so I'm just telling you what's going on. I've got myself in fucking trouble. because I've let alcohol fucking run my life. So there's really nothing more I need to say on that. I'm going to talk to a temp agency tomorrow, but at the same time, it's like I really need to not even focus on work right now, but I have to because I got to pay bills. I need to focus on getting help and getting fucking sober, but I can't because there's always this job and financial stress. So, which I know everybody deals with. It's just easier to know if you're with somebody, you have two incomes, or if you have a roommate. I don't have a roommate. I don't have a significant other, so it just makes things so much harder. Thanks for super chat, Jenna. You really don't have to do that. I'm not doing a GoFundMe, and I'm e-begging. I've done it to myself. I don't expect people to have sympathy about it. I know a lot of people don't, and I don't blame you. These are usually the people who have never had issues with an addiction. I can't believe what I've let it take away from me. I've basically let it take everything from me. Relationships, friends. I've lost a lot of good friends on here because of alcohol, because of things I've done drunk and said drunk. I've made myself look like a monster, like a really bad person, because of shit that I say when I'm drinking. So today is my last day. I want to start fresh sober tomorrow. I am going to call the hospital. They have like a program there where you can email, because I don't really want to call, and like, I don't know, it's just so hard to admit this shit. And I'm going to make like an appointment or something to see, was it addiction counselor, I think they call them. And we're going to start there, probably get my doctor involved. I haven't drinking yet today, but I will. I have some here, so I know I won't be able to not drink it. I'm not drunk yet. I'm the last blowout. It has to end. It really does. If it's not already too late, it's getting almost too late for me to rectify my financial problems. I can't do a bankruptcy. I did a consumer proposal last year, consolidated all my debt and shit, and they won't help you with any further debt. So I've got some stuff going to claims or whatever for my toll bill, and what else is, oh yeah, my unemployment overpaid me like $3,000, so they've been on me about paying the money, so that's going to go to probably collections too. So it's going to like make the amount way more. It's hard to find good paying jobs. Like going with the temps, I'm not going to find something that's probably even going to pay my bills. I'm kind of stuck with a really expensive car that I didn't want. I helped a family member with bad credit get this car. I couldn't afford it, but they couldn't afford it. They got laid off with COVID, so I had to take it back. And basically my finances have gone down the tube since then. It's basically the same price as my fucking rent for a car. And I feel like I'm at the same place. I feel like I'm at the same place I was in June, but worse. When I came on here saying, oh, this is going to change, this has to change, I'm getting help with this, I'm getting help with that. But now shit's even worse. So people are seeing the monster that I am when I drink, and I never saw it before. I never stop discounting AA support. I just don't, for myself, I don't really want it. But basically everything crumbles down to fucking drinking. Every stupid thing I've done, every bad thing I've done, every fucking thing I've done on YouTube that's made me look terrible has been because of drinking. Yes, I'm the one that puts it down my throat, so I can't blame the booze, I know. That's not what I'm on here trying to do. I can't get another roommate because I don't trust people with my cats, and there's not 2 bedrooms here. Ronnie was living in my living room with a fucking sheet hanging up. No one else is going to go down that. I'm not going to be able to get rid of it today with all this shit going on. I need to figure out other ways to deal with stress. YouTube used to be that for me, but I've fucking ruined that. I've ruined my reputation on here for the most part. I know there'll be new people that'll come around, and I know a lot of people see the real me, who I really am, and I've realized a lot of things since coming on YouTube. Don't say it reminds you of Rev. I don't want to be like that fucking loser. Sick to overeating. I do enough of that already. I felt so good when I was sober there for 2 months. Like, I was motivated to work. I had a great attitude. The longer I drink, the longer period of time I've been off the wagon now for like a month and a half. Basically drinking almost daily. I'm starting to see the effects on my body again. I'm not drunk right now. I'm starting to feel the effects on my mental health again. I'm feeling the negativity again. I'm just, giving up basically on life again. So, effects on my mental health, mostly my brain, not giving a fuck about anything, saying things I shouldn't say, being just a hateful person, trying to make people feel like shit like I do inside, hating myself, throwing up a lot, I'm having digestive problems again like I did last year when I was drinking too much. Stomach pains and pains in my sides, like where my kidneys are. So it's really imperative that I stop. And like I said, I felt so great there for those 2 months. We were doing videos, we were cooking. I was enjoying life again. I feel like I was enjoying my job at the time, and then I quit that job out of the blue, and then that's when I fell off the wagon. And I haven't been back on it really since, more than a day or two at a time. I do recognize it, but I don't do anything about it, and that's my problem. It never really was a problem until the last couple of years, but until I started coming on YouTube and seeing like myself drunk, seeing the things that I do drunk, the things that I say drunk, it's really made me realize that this is like fucked up. Like I'm really a lot more messed up than I thought I was, which is kind of scary. But now it's up to me to want to get help. I'm not sure about rent this coming month. I'm kind of trying not to worry about it. I'm just trying to find a job at this point, and then go from there. I don't really have any more family support because of this. My mom grew up with alcoholic parents, so she's pretty much let me have it. And you know, my parents are pretty much done with me at this point right now, just because I've lied so much to cover up the drinking and make excuses for why I don't have money. And so I really just didn't want them to know. You know, I was trying to protect them in the end at the time, but in the end I've hurt them more in the end. So anyways, this is enough truth for a day. I think we're just gonna hang out, and tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow needs to be the day I take this shit serious. I spend like easily $800 to $1,000 a month on booze. Well, there's my fucking rent. I got my last paycheck on Wednesday, and I paid my car payment, and the rest I spent on booze. So, and food, but. Try the Reese bars. I need to start today. Well, it's already here, so I'm not gonna be able to. I know that's such an alcoholic thing to say, but. Oh, I don't like Crown Royal. I usually drink Wisers. I've already got a bottle here, so I don't have other substance abuse. I've never done any hard drugs before. The only other thing I've done is weed, and I haven't smoked weed in a couple months. I've never been addicted to weed. Can't return it, it's already open. Beautiful day out today, wow. She never sent me booze money. I don't even get that money till next month. And I've never used YouTube money for alcohol. I'll say that honestly. I've never used any money anyone's given me for alcohol. My YouTube check's coming in tomorrow, I think, and I need $300 of it for my insurance because my insurance is late, so I got some fees on there, and then the rest is going to go towards my debt payment next week, and then I just got to figure out rent. Everything else is paid at this point. Well, not really, but everything important is. No, it's so different. Like a lot of people who smoke weed get a pass because it's weed, right? But there's people, I have friends that smoke weed every single day. It's no different than alcoholism. You're still putting something in your body that's changing the way your brain thinks and works. So, I'm making you want to drink. Don't drink, fuck. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, I need to work on. It's not even that I want booze. I want that feeling, that numbing feeling. It's such a vicious cycle because I'll be so embarrassed about things I do drunk that I don't want to think about it, so I drink again, and then I do more stupid shit that makes you drink again, again and again. So. Weed's not as bad, no, definitely not. I don't like the way I feel on weed. I hate that lazy feeling. Like, I'm a pretty functional drunk usually. I'll have a few drinks and clean my place or do the dishes or cook or whatever. March update. I think they're all asleep. Oh, Luna's here. Hey, little bear. Oh, Twix is down here on the pillow. Little bear's right there. It takes time to, admit to yourself that you have issues and stuff. Yeah, it basically started as soon as I was old enough to drink, I've had issues. I turned to weed and I was off booze most of the time. Till my later 20s, started noticing I was having issues with drinking too much. Not all the time, but when I did, it was too much. And then once COVID hit, it was just like, that's all I started doing was, like, I started drinking on work nights and stuff. I never ever used to drink on a work night, ever. I'll be all right after a little drinking. It definitely numbs the pain in the moment, but not the pain, but the embarrassment and all that, but weed can definitely be addictive, yeah. You don't get the same withdrawals you do with other addictions, but I don't really talk to Chantel anymore. I think she messaged me last night, but I didn't really say nothing. I just said LOL. Harm reduction. Like I said, no one's ever called it a drinking solution. It's a drinking problem, right? So it creates many problems in your life. It's hard. I feel sometimes, like I said, it's just pointless because, like, my uncle's an alcoholic, my grandma's been an alcoholic for 30 years, and My step-grandpa was an alcoholic. My real grandpa was an alcoholic at one point. My grandma's real father was an alcoholic. It's obviously in my blood, so I just feel like it's impossible. I just feel like it's not possible to fight it. I feel like it's just I'm destined to be this way. It's like, oh, well, my family's from a line of drunks. It's just the way it is kind of deal. My grandma's done and said a lot of stupid shit drunk too. I'm kind of similar to her. She'll say things, really bad things to people when she drinks. And I'm kind of turning into her when I drink. I really don't like it. I look puffy. Well, drinking again makes you put weight back on too. I put some weight back on again. I know yesterday I was not feeling good. I was tired all day, and I didn't sleep last night, so I was super tired, and I can't sleep because the booze starts fucking with your sleep too. Like over time, it starts messing with your sleep cycle. You don't go into the same levels of sleep, the sleep cycles when you drink. Especially, it's like the more I do it, like now it's been like a month and a half again of straight doing it. It's usually when I get to the breaking point, when my body starts getting really sick, and I'm just sick all the time, in bed all the time. Situation type deal. This has been a cycle the last 2 years. I've gone through job after job of, oh, it's going to be different this time, and then I drink, and then I'm too hungover to work, and I call in sick, and then I drink because I'm fucking mad because I called in sick, and then I drink again, and then I call in sick again, and it's been a vicious cycle I've gone through. I never used to go through jobs. I used to have a job. I had my one job for 8 years. I had the next job for 4 years, and then that's when it started. Now it's been like a month here, 2-3 months here, 4 months here. I had a really tolerant place. Then I broke my leg and was off for 4 months, and I was at that cab place. I quit there. It paid like shit. It had nothing to do with booze because I wasn't drinking at that point. And I fell off the wagon, found this job, wasn't drinking, then I pulled the same shit again, started drinking, too sick to go to work, probably, waking up half drunk still, not even, not in a position to even drive, so was just too sick to go in. So it really, like, something has to change. It's doing the same thing and expecting a different result. It's different this time, it's going to be different this time, it's going to be different this time, I like this place. Doesn't matter how much I like the place or how well it pays. I'm not releasing any screenshots. If they want to release screenshots, whatever, it says a lot more about them than it does me. It's private conversations for a fucking reason. Doesn't matter the context of it. If you're scared or concerned about something I've said in a message, you go to the police. You don't go to fucking publicly shame me about it or whatever, drag me online like people love to do here. Oh, I got fired on like Wednesday or Tuesday of last week, so. So you guys will eat that up. My chin. Oh, keep your chins up. I'm getting a fatter face again. My face kind of slimmed down there for a while. McDonald's doesn't pay enough. Like, because of my bills, I have to have a job that's basically in a factory making good money. And it takes like weeks to find a new job. So I'm gonna try with a temp agency just to get money coming in enough that I can make rent and my car payment and things that have to get paid or I'm gonna get in trouble, right? With alcohol too, it's always your family that suffers, which really sucks. My mom's dealt with this shit her whole life. She doesn't drink. She hates it. So you can imagine she's really not happy with me. She does not want to deal with this type. She's been dealing with this shit for 50 years. So, with her mother and her father and her grandfather and everyone being fucking drunks. Not just drinkers, drunks. Fall on your face, fucking drunks. CAMH, yeah. Oh, there's lots of help out there, for sure. I need to stop being stubborn and just do it because it's really costing me everything. Selling feet pics. I think honestly I need a rehab where I'm gone for like a month or something in a program. So I need to talk to my parents. My mom keeps telling me to think about things and let her know what I'm going to do as basically a plan moving forward to make this shit stop happening. I don't like to be called fat. Expenses of hell. Well, it costs me fucking $15,000-$20,000 a year drinking without all the effects of drinking, like making poor purchases, spending money I don't have on super chats or ordering out food, shit like that. There's like the cost of drinking, the actual alcohol, and there's the cost of the shit you do while you're drinking. So, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Blue Dreams. I'm pretty sure rehab's free here. I don't think I'd need an inpatient, I guess. I don't know. I probably am going to have to have... My mom's mentioned about taking control of my finances so that I can't spend money on alcohol. And that so I can make sure that things that need to get paid, right? I make really bad financial decisions when I drink, so... My conservative. I've always been bad with money, too. I've always had credit cards since I was like 18. It's only like the last less than a year that I haven't had credit cards, so that's pretty much when my finances have really taken a shit and things haven't been getting paid because I'd always fall back on a credit card. If I was short this or short that, or didn't go to work, I would just take an advance on a credit card, right? So, and I got plenty of issues. Well, I won't have to worry about my cat. It's always taken care of if something happens, but I need to make some decisions today, and I don't have any credit cards anymore. I shouldn't be honest. I'm being too honest again. It's gonna blow up in my face and be used against me. So I should just kept my mouth shut. But there's no point in deleting the video. Piggy has it all fucking recorded already, so he'll be making a video about it by tonight or tomorrow. Release some screenshots and everything else, making, you know, once again, alcohol making me look like a fucking monster. I don't like my doctor, but I'm not gonna stop being stupid and stubborn about it. Tomorrow I need to do like I need to make some major decisions tomorrow. As far as figuring out a job and have to get sober. It just has to happen. You know, be that? Oh, P, girl, boy, whatever. Chantel told me that they were a boy, but I thought they were a girl too. We're not gonna cook today. I'm really tired. I'm fucking out of it. Delusional. Oh, there's some guy outside coughing, smoking. Back's really hurting. My bad photography angles. It's pretty embarrassing those pictures are out there, but it's pretty lousy of people to, you know, show pictures like that of people. I never thought anybody would do that. That I have pictures of them, you know, in the same light, and they go and expose your pictures, like. And then Jessica harbors it in her fucking Discord, allows them to keep posting about it, and she's really created a place for bullies. And just horrible people hang out in there. I don't really want people sending me money because I'll never hear. I'm just gonna get ridiculed for it. So, thanks for the super chat, Jules. You know, I couldn't speak good yesterday either. It's probably just fucking mushing up my brain too. Because yesterday I couldn't talk properly. So I'm not sleeping, drinking too much. So my brain's just fucked. Oh, I'm totally done with Jessica. Fuck that. Real piece of work. Excuse me. I lie to myself a lot about, oh, you'll get it under control this time, or you're fine on your own. I'm stubborn. It really wasn't until I started making YouTube videos where I really saw how big of a problem it is. It really sucks that one day when I was like, I forced myself off the wagon. I was like, oh, I'm gonna drink today, and everyone's like, no, don't do it. I'm like, oh, it's just today. You can watch that video. I say, oh, it's just today, then we're back on track. I haven't fucking been on the wagon since then. Funny videos? I don't have anything to apologize for. I have reasons for everything I did. If I have to do some low shit, say some low things to make someone shut their mouth about me and protect my image, then I'll do so. I like to have fun, make people laugh. I don't mind making a fool of myself at other people's, you know, to make other people laugh. Not in this way, but. Do we have a full bottle of Weisers on hand? Almost. But anyways, that's enough of that shit for today. So we're just gonna hang out, just talk about other stuff. I have a lot of like weird pain in my shoulder, like my arm here too. It's fucking scaring me. Just typical symptoms you'll experience when you're like drinking so heavily. Well, I mean, I do apologize for a lot of the shit I do when I'm fucking under the influence. It's definitely not the person I am. Which sucks. I don't bruise real easily. ERBs. Like, the booze is bad enough, but also drinking like a 2 liter of soda a night with it? Goddamn. burn it. I'm just gonna drink it today, but I never used to be that way. Like, I used to be just kind of like chilling at home, watching movies, having a few drinks, you know, hanging with friends. It was never until I was on YouTube where I started seeing this like awful side of me come out. No, I've never been to a detox. I see a lot of my grandma and myself when she drinks, and it's really, I hate it. Like, it's really, I fucking hate it. I hate the anxiety that comes with quitting drinking. I get like the worst anxiety, like my chest feels like it's fucking like I can't breathe kind of feeling, and you wake up with the sweats and throwing up and shaking and all that shit. Oh, the headaches are so bad too. And it sucks I keep putting myself through that because I've like detoxed like 4 times on my own. One time it was really bad. It was like I was on like a 6-month stint. I basically drank every day until there was a day or two where I didn't drink, only because I was so sick in bed, like too sick to drink. Yeah, I'm concerned what damage it's done to my brain. It definitely has changed me. I'm not the same person anymore. I don't care about things that I used to care about. Like, it would never be like me to miss work to the point where I couldn't pay bills. Like, I would like maybe skip work here and there, but I'd be like, oh, I don't have enough for my bills. I have to go to work today. And I was like, oh, fuck it. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Chantal. I appreciate that. People are going to make this into, oh, the alcoholism scam now to get money. It's going to be all about money now again. Which it's not. This is just my outlet, I guess. So I guess if I can sit here and talk to 200 people, I sure as shit can talk to a counselor or something. So I don't know how much of that I'm going to share. I've been trying to keep my life pretty private as far as, you know, my job situations and stuff, but people aren't stupid. They fucking see it. They know that I'm drinking off camera, like, which I'm not. I know people aren't stupid. I was just trying not to put it on camera to trigger people or people to be, you know, really on me about it. Like, this way it was like, oh, I think he's drinking off camera, but it's not like, oh, it's not a for sure thing, right? Also, I know my mom's been tuning into some of my videos lately because she's been concerned about me and keeps on me about, you know, what's the game plan? What's your plan? What are you going to do? Kind of thing. It's so obvious. I know it is. Fruitopia. Where... I'm kind of just trying. I told my mom, you know, you guys are just better off without me around right now. It's, you know, it's the worst is what you do to my family, like. And they don't, you know, they're upset that I lied to them. Ugh. I don't suddenly have money. I got my last paycheck on Wednesday. Well, not my last one. I get another one this week. My vacation money and stuff. And I got YouTube money coming tomorrow. The eviction wasn't a lie. My parents ended up paying my rent. I was supposed to pay my dad back, and then I ended up not going to work a whole week, so there was the money to pay him back, so I know they're not fucking happy. I haven't heard from my dad in a while, so... I'm not sure how much the YouTube money will be. Enough for my insurance and my other payment, and maybe some gas. That's probably about it. It wasn't as much this month, but it's to be expected. My parents are, I don't know if they're even home. I was going to say they're working, but I guess it's Sunday. Oh, I gotta go to the washroom. I actually do. Yeah, I'm not drunk yet. I'm probably gonna have a few drinks here off camera. And yeah, once I start feeling tired and stuff, I'm just gonna go to bed. So mostly every day. I would miss a day here and there, but usually if I miss more than one day, it was because I was too sick to drink. So, and my body's getting to that point again where it's making my body sick. I was feeling so good there for 2 months. Like, I never felt so much energy. Like, I felt good. I lost 30 pounds. I gained like 15 of that back already. It's in, I know I'm sitting over there and I know it's there and it's just in the back of my head, like, oh, I could never dump it down the drain. It's just sitting in the back of my head, like, I need to drink it. I need to drink it. So, yeah, you could have a stroke, though. I know one time I looked up, like, the effects of drinking on, like, Google, and I, like, trying to scare myself. And it did scare the fuck out of me, but not enough to stop drinking. It's really bad. Like, it starts changing. Your brain is compensating all the time for this constant booze, so it's compensating. So then when you stop, your brain goes fucking crazy, basically. And there's all this extra shit that it's producing that it no longer needs. I'm glad I don't have a food addiction, because it would kill me at some point. Like, I'll end up being a fucking 40 years old, can't fucking talk, look 50, 60 years old, no teeth. It's done terrible things to my gums and my teeth. My gums have been receding. That's the only thing I can think of, is because, like, I do shots. I don't drink mixed drinks, so it's like pure alcohol in my mouth. And it's not like I drink a little bit. I usually am polishing a 26er a day. It's pretty bad. But yeah, my step-grandpa died at 56, full of cancer. All they did was drink. They drank like 260s a week each, and he would smoke like 2 packs a day. And yeah, I don't want to die that way. I did, yeah. Your tolerance gets high. Well, it's like a 750 milliliters, 26 ounces usually. I'll usually finish it. Some days I don't finish it completely, but mostly. There's been days when I've had more than that, so the more I do it, the higher the tolerance gets, the more you need. It's bad. I have to laugh about it just because it's like not funny, but it's like if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry about it. Yeah, a lot of times I'm not even wasted drunk. I'll usually remember the whole night. I usually am like cooking and stuff and everything. Like, it's like it doesn't really like phase me that much anymore. Like, obviously I'll look and sound drunk, but I can still function and do everything. Thanks, Tiffany. 26 ounces. You guys call it different things, like in the States, like quarts and stuff, I think, or whatever. I think it's a quart. I don't know. It's like the bigger bottle, like this big, you know. Even shit till I saw someone say that. Yeah, except for the time I fucked up the mashed potatoes and mashed them inside the water. That was a bad night, holy fuck. I was wasted that night. That was like shortly after I fell off the wagon, so my tolerance was still low. It's so nice out. Online counseling? A 2-4? I can't drink a 40, that's too much. Excuse me. Makes my stomach really weird too. My stomach's all weird all the time now. It's always like burpy, and when I eat, I feel like it takes forever to digest food. It's like messing with my stomach. I've had stomach ulcers before, throwing up blood, and yeah, it's a 750. AJ? Oh. Go for a walk. We're not changing today. This is for tomorrow. It's for the new week. Today is the same old, same old. I'm too damn tired to do anything today. I didn't really sleep at all. I was like going to bed, and then I saw my fucking shit getting leaked on the internet. I'm like, oh, here we go again. Knew this was gonna happen. I don't have a bicycle. I laugh when it's just like, I don't know, I'm just laughing. I'm kind of out of it today. Think you got a video up yet? I really have to pee. I'm gonna pee my pants. No joke. Threaten their fucking kids. Everything gets blown out of proportion. I said you sent me pictures of your kids, I said. What's Pipkin? Burn my candle up quickly, eh? Here you go. Hi. 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 Don't sit in my trap. napkin right in this moment. I did have one. That made me thirsty. Well, there's no point in being sad all day about it. Can't do nothing today about it. So, we talked about the elephants in the room. Now what the hell are we going to talk about? How do y'all feel about Kleenex? I really like it. It's comforting to my nose. So what you mean by sucking my lower lip? Maybe I'm not the guy I pretend I am. That's a scary thought. I always thought I was a good person. Definitely doesn't seem that way. You can't call a doctor on Sunday. Unless I went to the ER. I'm definitely not going to the ER. I don't think I'll have seizures. It hasn't been that long. I've gone longer. And the worst I got was like bad sweats, bad headache, really bad anxiety, a little bit of throwing up a couple times, but it usually only lasts half a day to a day, the worst of it. And then, after a few days, I tend to start feeling back to normal. I don't speak other languages, really. I know a little bit of French, that's about it. It makes me feel really relaxed. I'll say that. I feel chill as a cucumber right now. So I woke up, my anxiety was pumping, my heart was racing. We had a couple of those, all's right in the world again. For now. Until later, I'm totally wasted and do something stupid again. So, I'm not sure what else to talk about. Go touch grass. Man, if I went to the ER, I'd be sitting there for 8 to 10 hours. Like, I'd be detoxing in the ER. Like, they don't give a shit. I really don't. I'm not hungry at all, honestly. And if I eat while I'm drinking, I'm gonna puke. 100%. Go to the park. We can't go anywhere. Because I had a couple drinks now. And the cycle continues. Truth. Oh, I'm sure my parents aren't happy with me, that's for sure. Exactly. That's always been my thinking too. Is like I can go to get all the help I want, unless I actually want to change, none of it's gonna work. So that's kind of my concern. Is that do I deep down want to stop drinking? Oh, I'm gonna finish what I have first. I'm trying to flush out. I don't know. Beers? I just want to have fun, rest today, not even think about it. Just deal with it tomorrow. And why are you like a broken record? I already said I apologize for shit. Apologizing doesn't do shit anyway. Doesn't take it back, so what's the point of apologizing? What kitties? We're not be talking about my kitties. I may be fucking drunk a lot, but my cats are taken care of. I can't help it if I'm like Chantel. Like, people think I try to be like her, act like her. I don't. Like, yeah, I imitate her, with stupid faces and stuff, but I don't actually like, actively try to act like her or be her. Like, I'm not like that at all. So if I'm like her, it's just the way I fucking am. Like, maybe that's why I like being friends with her, because I don't know. I'm not angry. I don't generally get angry when I drink, even. I've usually been always a happy drunk. I've always taken responsibility for my actions. I've come on here every time there's been bullshit that I could just ignore and say is not true. I've always come on here and been fucking honest about it. Well, all my friends are addicted to something, so I won't end up living on the street, I don't think. I know, push come to shove, my mom would take my cats and just keep them in her bedroom or something. The cats will be taken care of. Yeah, I saw you in there, Willie. I'm not defending what I said. Like, I know it was wrong. Like I said, I was scared. I really wanted to say. I knew that was her kryptonite. That's her biggest fear, and that's why I said it. I was also drunk, so I wasn't thinking properly. Once again, not an excuse, because I know you get mad when I say it's excuse. But I really just wanted to scare her, not saying anything, for fear that I would say stuff about her family or something, which I wouldn't have done. But I wanted to make sure that she kept quiet and not exposed our conversations, which she did anyway. So. My biggest problem when I quit drinking is dealing with the shit that I've done when I was drunk. So then you drink to stop thinking about the shit you did drunk, and then you do more dumb shit drunk. So it's a horrible cycle. It really is. Hey, Marge. Back. My whole family are addicts of some kind. So I really don't have, much support. The support that I need. Because basically everyone in my family suffers from some kind of addiction. I guess my brother doesn't. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink. Really, he drinks, but he doesn't have a problem with it. I'm just wallowing. Whatever. It's my channel. Like I keep saying, there's reasons I said what I said. I knew it would hit hard. I knew it would hit home, and I really wanted to freak her out and just shutting up, which I knew I knew this was going to happen. I knew a month ago when I wanted to end things. Don't you get snippy with me? I knew a month ago when I wanted to end things that it was going to be a messy breakup, no matter which way. I made it worse by saying what I did, I guess, but either way, it would have went bad. I would have been manipulated into staying again. Anytime I brought up before not being happy, all my pictures are thrown in my face, to say that, oh, I have these. So don't fucking talk about me manipulating her when it was the same shit to me. It went both ways. I never fucking dated Jessica. She doesn't search herself because she's got a big mouth. I didn't say anything I want. Honestly, it's free country. If she was so scared, she could have called the police. Instead, she went public because she was trying to drag me. That's all it was. It was a private conversation. I didn't think it would go public. I said it on purpose to make her mad and make her scared. I don't go on the fucking farms. I knew this was going to happen. That's why I wanted to say something I knew would be like, really a big deal. Had I known it was going to go public, I wouldn't have said it. I didn't watch that foodie video, so I'm not sure. I never met her in person. Yeah, well, she scared the shit out of me first. It's the only reason I fucking did that. Oh, victim. It's not a victim of shit. Can't be a victim of words. Give it a rest. There was no action behind it. If I was going to do it, I would have fucking done it. It was all talk. A blackmail victim? Don't cry a river. Get over it. I'm sick of everybody's a blank fucking victim these days. Chantel came after me. Is it okay? Chantel doesn't come around here. I don't have a farms account, honestly. I don't go on there, really. I've gone on there when I've heard stuff about me was on there. I went and saw what it was, but... Oh, she's got more info on me. Oh, that I'm a fat fetisher or whatever. Yeah, I prefer women that I date to be into fat guys. I prefer it. That's what I like. That's what I'm into. Get over it again. It's a huge community of that type of shit. Of people who are into bigger people. I'm not into big people. It doesn't make me an asshole. There are thin people who like bigger guys, and there's bigger guys like me who like thin people. That's how I am. That's what I like. So she's going to expose me as being a fat fetisher. Fuck off. I don't care. I'm open about it. I've said many times that I've made content for fucking fat admirers and feeders and fetishers and all that other shit. I've said it in Chantel's chat a year ago. No, I prefer people that actually find like big guys sexy, like they're into fat guys. Not just, oh, I don't mind a bigger guy. Not porn. I said content. But making me like the fat fetisher that I'm into fat women as a fetish, it's not true. I like rich, nearly dead women. Oh, it is a little bit of a weird thing, but I mean, a lot of people are into it. There's websites I'm a part of that there's 30,000, 40,000 people on it. It's not really that uncommon, actually. I've had a lot more relationships and online stuff since I've been bigger than when I was smaller. A lot more people are into me as a bigger size. So, I'm not talking about the websites. If you're not into it, you have no need to be on those websites. If you were into it, you would already know about the websites. What makes me happy? My cats. All I need is my cats. I don't fucking need people. Like, I haven't had people in my life really at all. You know, I've been single most of the time. I'm not good with relationships, clearly. I say the wrong things at the wrong time. Even if I'm sober, I don't fucking do relationships well. I have commitment issues. Then why'd you? I think my cats at this point are the only things that really do make me happy, so. Not much. I've got a big chunk of hair missing. I think she got into a row. Got to a scrap with Twix, probably. Or a Little Bear. Did you get in a scrap? I think she got into a scrap. Hey! You got any troubles? Hey! I got a bear. Little Bear's not allowed up here because she knocks my fucking over every time. She's a medical attention. You always got some shit to say, don't you, girl? Not violent. I've never put a hand on anybody. I prefer being single, I think, for the most part. Oh God, he can go to jail for that shit. It didn't fucking do anything. Threatening is one thing. I'll just explain to the police why I did it. I was fearing my own fucking safety and my own personal information being leaked. It ended up happening anyway. I read some messages and explained some things. I'm not doxing messages and shit. I don't believe in that shit. It's fucking low and it's petty. It's for the wrong reasons. What the fuck? Twink SJAM. I never was a twink. Like, people like to come on here and tell me how I'm so wrong about things, yet what can be done? It's a fucking freedom of speech. I can say what the hell I want to. If you want to take it as a threat, you go ahead. I did it as safety to myself to hush this person up. Exactly, my shit's all over the place, you know, that's fine, you know, that's totally legal, right? That's not fucking, oh, jeez. It's a double standard. It always is. I'm always the bad person no matter what, so it doesn't matter what I do or say. These girls get free passes with leaking my fucking nude photos, exposing my conversations. It's illegal to expose personal conversations. But no, we don't talk about that, do we? We only talk about what SJAM does. It's a total double standard. And if it was a fucking other way around, where I was a guy leaking her conversation with me, I would be fucking the bad person again. It's not the lid, it's just the fucking sticker. Oh yeah, everything was fine in that chat. And she's, oh, Danny, check your Discord, check it. Just stir in the pot. I wasn't. I fell into this person and fucking ignored red flags once again and got trapped into it. I don't give a shit with all these women getting up there. You weren't trapped. Bullshit. Throwing my pictures in my face every time I get in a fight is fucking trapping me. Holding them over my head. Oh, let's get along or these pictures are going to go somewhere. She also threatened to dox my pictures to Ariel. But no, that's okay. That's not a problem, right? Well, Monty's been a victim of this shit too. I've mostly been a victim to it, actually. Of being manipulated by her for 2 months. And feeling like I couldn't get out of it. I felt like that for over a month. I've been nothing but distance, pushed her away for weeks. She even said it herself. Been trying to find a way out for a long time. It's awful either way. This should have just ended as a shitty breakup and been our personal business. I'm so sick of fucking people putting personal conversations online. It is not legal to do. It's not legal to leak my fucking conversations that are private. It's called a private message for a reason. It wasn't a public relationship. You don't put the shit public. I don't care what I said. Oh yeah, I'm glad it's over. I don't fucking care, honestly. Honestly, I don't give a shit. Having kids doesn't make you any more deserving of anything else. I don't give a shit. I said what I said on purpose. I never said I would dox your kids. For the millionth fucking time, I said, I'll go to the farms. That's all I said. Never said what I was going to say, and I said, remember, you sent pictures of your kids to me. All I meant by that was, keep your mouth shut, because I have shit on you, you got shit on me, that we both don't need getting out, and she went and ran with it anyway. So, I don't even have the fucking pictures of her kids. She showed them to me and never saved them. Like, I don't give a shit that I brought kids into it. I don't care. I had no intention of actually doing anything to harm those kids. Using it over her head was my only fucking thing. I knew that was her biggest fear. That's why I did it. Time for shots. Fucking more I drink, the more vocal and mouthy I'm going to get about this whole shit. I don't care if it's harassment. I was doing what I had to do to protect myself at the time, which was keeping her quiet. Well, I didn't bring to anybody else. She did. And I knew if I said, oh, we're breaking up, she would just text me. Oh, I wasn't good enough, or this, that, and that. And oh, I did nothing but this and that. I wanted something I knew would shut her right up and keep her quiet. I don't care. So don't fucking act like I should care, because I don't. It went both ways. I acted the way I did because of how things have went down these last 2 months. My pictures have been held over my head for well over a month now. Exactly, someone can leak my nude, but that's cool. But oh, I can't bring kids into it. I can't play dirty. I'll also say again that my little nieces under the age of fucking 5 years old have been put pictures of them in diapers on the farms. But that's okay again. I do not fucking care. Having kids doesn't make you exempt or special or fucking anything. If I'd actually done it, that'd be one thing, but I would never do that. I can say what I want. Don't you can drive your computer? I don't have a computer. Well, talk about something else then. I don't have anything else to talk about. It pisses me off. I'm so sick of people bringing everything I say publicly. That's private fucking conversations. It's bullshit. And it's illegal. So don't come on me about, oh, I'm harassing and this and that. It's been fucking both ways. I can do what I want when I'm drinking. Who the fuck is yelling? It's not gonna catch on fire, I don't think. It's too wet. It's mostly water, isn't it? Two wrongs don't make a right. You fuck with me, I'll go just as low or lower. I don't care. Don't like it, don't fuck with me. I'm not the one. People seem to think they can fuck around with me. Well, you're gonna see this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna fuck with you and I'm gonna go low as fuck. Can we get to finish the bottle? Get it over with. I'm a petty ass bitch when I fight. Lower. Not the skin on Maurice pudding. This is fucking hilarious. I didn't mean fighting physically. I meant I'll say anything and anything to piss somebody off and just go low that way. I wanted to keep women quiet. I don't want to keep women quiet. I knew she was going to do this. That's why I was scared for so long. I knew my shit was going to get put all out there as soon as I ended it. That's why I did what I went to the extreme that I did. And people are putting words in my mouth. I never said I was going to doctor kids. I said I'll go to the farms. Never said what I was going to say on the farms. I wouldn't even go to the fucking farms, and she knows I hate the farms. She just used it against me because she knew it was over. I said fucking we said worse shit to each other. Yeah. The only reason I didn't want her to leave was because I knew that it was going to go down like this. So I was trying to keep things, smooth things over first. Hey, Sandy and Ann, is that the real ones? It looks like the real ones. They got a lot of fake ones going on. You look so Canadian when you've had a drink. What's the fake ones again? I did. It's not like that because I knew it was going to go bad if it went like that. So I was trying to smooth it over first before it really ended. A booby cake. Yeah, it's amazing the shit that goes by the wayside. People just love the next thing to make drama about. People love this shit. They're eating this shit up. This is what people do on here. She's actually put herself in more danger exposing me. Because now her real name's out there. People know her real name. Now they know she's got kids. She's done nothing but put herself in danger now. I should try, man. No shit. Always drama with women. Always. I'm saying all of them, but fuck. On here, it's the same group of girls, and they all hang out together, and it's like the same ones. They're all fucking gang up on guys. They're all man haters. Oh, shut up, Billy. I already said I don't care, so stop fucking beating a dead horse. You try to shut a girl up, too, if she was going to fucking expose all your shit all over the internet. Yeah, hey, Sandy, I think you messaged me earlier, too. I've been staying away from all my DMs and stuff just because of too much drama. She put herself in danger, doxing herself now. Oh, I got another threat. Shut up. Grow up. Girl World is stupid, and we've gotten rid of most of that group, so. Jessica's done nothing. She exposed herself naked on live camera where there could have been minors watching. That's nothing? Okay. Again, girls, stick up for another girl. That's what you guys do, right? Nobody said shit about that. If I would have exposed my dong on camera, fuck, it's all people would have been talking about. Because there's all girls in the girl world, we're all gonna stick together. Oh, it was an accident. She was drunk. She didn't know the mirror was there. You fucking break. Her body's her business, not to put on the internet. It wasn't an 18+ video, and it's YouTube. Could have been a 15-year-old, 14-year-old watching her stream. I don't care. Oh, fuck, that's all they did was talk about me for weeks, so. At the end of the day, she has no credibility anymore. The boy world? Probably be called I don't give a fuck. Guys don't care about this petty shit. They're all over the place. Balls world. Boys wouldn't have they would be so boring watching Boy World. They'd just be like, oh, fuck it, sign off. It's different. Every person is held to a different standard on here. Especially men are really ridiculous here. And nothing I say, nothing any other man does is always used against them, and just continue, exposing pictures, exposing conversations, doing dirty shit behind the scenes on Discord, and that's, no problem. We're not been dramatic. We've been victims of these fucking wackadoodle women exposing our shit all over the internet, making us look like fucking maniacs when we've been forced into shit and use stuff held over our heads, and there's reasons people act like that. He's dragging me. I don't fucking care. He doesn't fucking know me. Comrade. Don't tip the penny, Cody Inc. Oh, everybody's a victim to you, Allison. I don't know if people watch the Angry Grandma on YouTube, but my new neighbor across the way that looks just like the Angry Grandma. Like exactly like her. Thanks, Andy and Ange. A woman's rights supporter, aka a man-hater. Man-eater. Only hams. She's not actually the Angry Grandma. She just looks like her. No, I'm not going to do it again. I don't open my Instagram's closed. I don't accept anybody. Don't follow anybody. I get messages. People want to send me messages. I do not answer them. Those days are over. It was only ever with 2 girls. A little touched in the head. Takes one to know one. I don't have any plans today. 2 women online, that is. As far as YouTube and shit goes. She needs his head touching. Oh, they were walking over the hall, or the door, and the boyfriend scared his girlfriend. I wasn't even intending to ever meet her, honestly. It was more just someone, we enabled each other. We were both drunk. We both drank all the time. We just enabled each other mostly. Had some fun online, non-commitment type shit. Oh, yeah. Going back to sleep? I don't know. I don't get escorts. There's more to life. I don't care about having a relationship. I do not care. It's been a long time since I was with a woman. My last girlfriend was like 7 years ago. My last in-person girlfriend. And she was fucking a wackadoodle. I like to pick the wackies, I think. Man, they're attracted to me like flypaper. That's her fault. Not my fault she drinks all the time with kids. That's her problem to deal with. I've never talked about Jessica's kids. I don't give a crap. It depends. If they're hungry, they're gonna be very chatty. If they want to complain, Luna likes to complain about things. So they can all. Mars is pretty quiet. If she's really, really hungry, when I grab the food bag, she'll meow. She's the only time Mars makes a lot of noise when she has one of her little babies in her mouth. I prefer meeting people online first, getting to know them a bit. This whole nude shit has been a new thing for me. The girls have always sent it first. These girls, and I felt like, okay, I have their stuff. Can give them my stuff because they're not going to share it because we have both of each other's shit, right? But yeah, there's only 2 times I've ever done it. Not recently. No, I'm just picky with women. A U-Haul. She doesn't even talk to anything about like that to me. Me and Pete are polar opposites. We would never get along. Type of women. I'm into thinner women usually. I know everyone says it's a lie, but I want Chantal and it's not true. I prefer thinner women that are into bigger men. That's my preference. Which is really hard to find. Not crazy thin, but it's not like bigger women. It's just not my sexual preference. I like women, bigger women, but not sexually. I can't. I'm just not into it. So my last 2 relationships ended because I wasn't into them that way. It's not my size. Or not my type. Yeah, a lot of women are into, you know, I'm not a chubby chaser. I'm the one that gets chased. I wouldn't say that small. It depends on the girl. But generally, I like a girl like significantly smaller than me. Like depends on the girl's height and stuff, you know. I'm a skinny chaser, basically. Basically, me and Chantal are the same with our preferences of other people. Like, she likes the thinner guys, I like the thinner women. I wouldn't say Jessica's too big. It really depends on the girl. Like, I don't know. I'm complicated. Not delusional. There's lots of women out there that are into thinner guys. A lot of them just don't. Kitchener Airport? Not for a long time. Not even true. I have plenty of women that I talk to that they just don't want relationships or they're not near me. Some of them, a lot of them keep their, like, the fact that they're into big women secret. They don't like to come out about it, so. Sad, fuck, she'd be the last girl I'd be going for. Inside you? Oh god, no. Oh no. I think your grandma's back outside. Weird. Weird. This is getting weird. I wish I had a nice view out my window. Let's get a look at another apartment building. Who's hotter, Sandy or Ange? They're not into men anyway. That's not fair to say. I think Rosie O'Donnell. Oh, that's funny. Oh, like I said, it depends on the girl. I might be into a bigger girl if it's like a girl that I'm really connect with or whatever. It's just, yeah, it hasn't happened. Generally, I look for smaller girls. Not like small, but I don't like too small either. I'm complicated. I'm picky. So, I'm very picky. I was never into Chantel. Ever. Hey, Steffi. I'm picky. I have no room to be picky. I know that. So I'm single. I shoot way out of my league. I have a friend that's the same way. He's like, always shoots for girl. We shoot way out of our league. It's like never gonna happen. But oh well, we can dream. Luna, you better not touch the camera. Goody. Show me your little baby. Look out. Not lazy. Fat, but I'm not lazy. Funny these days, a lot of women are just like generally like don't have a problem with being with a bigger guy these days. There's somebody for everybody. Let's see, what's she doing? There's lots of big girls with skinny guys, and it makes more sense. You get two fat people together, you get too big, it's gonna be like ain't gonna happen. Okay, you'd have one up fucking side down. And cat's not overweight. What the heck? Luna's got something. Got his blue hair. I don't know if they're moving or if he's just. I don't know. It's not my business. The cat's not big. She's a fucking 10 pounds. The black cat is 10 pounds. Here's my cat's fat. Half of you are probably fat. So. I'm taking a job. I didn't know she was like that when I got involved. I don't think she's really a nut job. Just. They're so these girls have been really sweet when I was with them, and then when they churn, holy fuck, do they churn. So do I, though. I don't care about being fat. Get over it. That sure gets that's my wife. Damn, she's huge. I don't think I'm a nut job. I don't force the food down the cat's fucking throat, so Luna eats as much as she eats what she needs and she stops. The other one eats like a pig. I can't stop her. I'm supposed to smack her in the head every time she goes to the food bowl. Now we eat enough. It is nice that we're not doing nothing today. I'm moving in with Pete's. I can never live with him. Peter. I call him Peter. It was funny when I called Chantal on live stream. I'm like, hey, Peter. He's like, hi. And she's like, why are you calling Peter? I have rumors now that people think it's Chantal's grandmother's house, but why would it have taken so long for it to get to Chantal? Her grandma's been dead like a year. I know it takes a little bit of time with estates and stuff, but I think someone else may have lived there. You know, maybe she's inheriting it. I don't know. She says it costs $3,000 a month, so I don't know why I call him Peter. Someone called him Peter, and it made me laugh. His name's James, and they call him Pete. They should be calling him Jim. Anybody named James is called Jim. Well, they're saying that it was a lie about her living in an apartment, that she actually had a bedroom house, but, you know, who knows. Is this her eyes showing? I don't know. I hope this is just an arc because it's scary. So, I don't know what the hell she's getting herself into. But I don't want to piss her off by talking about her business too much. It's not a mansion, no. It's just like her place now isn't a villa. She calls it a villa. Peter. Well, it makes more sense to name Pete's. Peter. His real name is James, so it doesn't make any sense. James to Pete's. James would be Jim. So, it's 2 bedrooms with an office or something. No, I'm not frightened of her. I'm scared for her, what she's getting herself into. I don't know if this is a fake arc for money or if this is. She told me it's legit, so that means she's getting involved with some dude that's clearly changing her like crazy. Talking about going to another country, and getting married, and she's never even met the dude. See you, Sandy Nange. Have I thought about losing weight? Sure, but I don't care. Pizza. Pizza short for Peter. She's not moving to Gatineau. She's staying in Orleans. She told me the house is in Orleans. Actually, she told me not to tell anybody that. So we were lying for a bit. They're saying it was in Montreal, but I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. She doesn't really talk to me much about that. When we talk, we kind of just make jokes, and we have the same stupid sense of humor. We like the same comedians. So we usually keep it, when I talk to her, I keep it pretty lighthearted, like just laughing and stuff like that. Orleans is a suburb that she lives in. I'm told she's staying in that area, so she told me it was a house in Orleans. Apparently the new address has already been doxed. I don't see how it could unless she's been there. She kept that secret. Well, she told me not to, I think she's told people now. But at the time, she said not to tell anybody. It was like a month or two ago. It was after I went to Quebec. It's about a month ago. It doesn't say much. It's a big suburb. Well, people are going to find out either way. They're going to know the first fucking day she moves. I've only been to her area twice, and I can tell when she's driving places, I know where she's driving. West Montreal, unless she lied to me. Who knows? She might lie to me seeing if I would say anything. Now, to get with someone from the other side of a country, they would have to be either after citizenship, money, or extremely into a fat white woman. There's no other way. Hey, Jules. These people are distracting me. You keep seeing them walking around. People always hang out. People always hang out with angry grandma, so. I hope she's talked to him on video cam before, because like I tend to fall pretty quick for women, but not to a point where I move to another country. Killing talk. What are you talking about? The video chat for hours? Well, then he must be real then if she sees him. He's Syrian, but I don't know if he's living here right now. I don't know, a lot of people are saying the way he talks in chat, he doesn't talk like someone that could be from where he says he is. So, compatible and good, yeah. I don't know if he has the equipment. Make your own electrolytes? I don't think I have any Gatorade shit. I should have bought some Gatorade. I like to drink Gatorade if I drink, just to kind of not get too dehydrated. Living in Germany. She's in real danger this time. I don't know. I talked to her about it and she assured me she's not, so I can't. I don't know. I'm concerned for what she's getting herself into, but she's gonna have to fall on her own face. I drink all day. I'm only drinking for like an hour. Syrian with Kuwait citizenship. Salt and some fancy other crap. I usually like the G2. Has very little, like, way less sugar in it, but they don't. Well, they do. They don't make them. I like getting those 710s with the, the twist on top. You can get the ones that are like the 591 milliliters with the G2s, but it's like $6 for a 6-pack. So you can get the bigger ones cheaper, basically, is what I'm saying. Why do you care if I get my issue fixed? Doesn't affect you. Emergency. I have a Gatorade like almost every day, but I don't think I have any. Marge, little Marge, hey little guy. Hi little baby. Hi. Marge. I'm gonna call her Margarine. Margarine because she's chunky. Well, we'll see about tomorrow. I can't see a doctor on a Sunday. I probably won't call my doctor. I couldn't see myself calling my doctor. She want me in for a bunch of fucking tests, and then, oh, you gotta lose weight and fucking everything gotta be a deal. Hey, Mark. Hi, little kitty. Oh, you're a good girl. You ugly. You want some treats? What? Shedding. I don't shedding. It's almost winter time. Someone jumps in there right away. He lit fire. Have I considered losing weight? Sure. I've considered being a millionaire too. It doesn't happen. I didn't quit my job. That shit canned. Yeah, when I stopped drinking, I lose weight like crazy. When I stopped drinking for 2 months, I lost 30 pounds. I don't care about being fat. I get way more attention from the ladies when I'm fat. The chunky chasers. They pay my fucking bills half the time. Huh? Hey, you chunky. Oh, you're little. They're paying $3,600 a month. That's actually not that expensive, though, if it's a newer house. They're hard to find around here. They're not hard to find online. There's some I've been talking to for years, but they're either afraid to commit to it or they're too far away. I can't find any around here. A lot of them are ashamed of it, so they don't want to talk. They don't want to, like, real relationship with a fat guy because their family will be embarrassed of them and shit. Pete makes more than $250 a month. He probably makes about $400, $500, $600 a month. If he'd make more videos, he could probably double that. He doesn't make enough fucking videos. BHM dances. They have like gatherings and shit. 300 a month? Yeah, maybe, because he doesn't make a lot of videos. I'm definitely submissive. Because the death toll after watching one of his videos, he's brutally boring. He's so boring. He doesn't do anything. Like, I'm not saying my channel's perfect, but like I try to cook, we try to go on excursions, we carve pumpkins, and we rat fish. A house for $3,600 a month is not that much these days. I'm very submissive. I like being told what to do. Live in Ontario. Ew. Ew. I have nothing to apologize for. Brattiest sub ever. Actually, someone made me do a test once. I was 89% submissive. And there was a bunch of other shit. A voyeur or whatever means you like to show off or something. Next woman to prey on. Oh, if they stop fucking me over, it would work out well. Fix a I can't do that shit. I'm too domesticated to do that stuff. I could cook and clean for you. I don't know. You're out. I think I'm the issue. That's probably a good possibility. This is why I stay single. Dom Subark. I ain't doing all that kind of shit where you sign shit and all that. Fuck that. Sure. Renders for gay guys. Someone told me one time to go on there, and I made an account. Like, why is there only fucking dudes on here? It was only dudes, and they were messaging me too. Only because I used a catfish picture. It was fun. It was good times. Passed the days, passed the time very well. I enjoyed myself. It's hot. Trying to trap me into that. Oh, SJAM got a grinder, whatever the fuck you call it. Him's good. Do you like dressing up? Like dressing up as a woman in heels and going to the street. Hi, boys. You want to check my fupa? I didn't say it's hot. Cross-dressing Eric incoming. No, I'm not into that kind of shit. That weird shit like being tied up, smacked, fucking gagged, whatever. No. Your new money-making plan? Oh shit, Goddess is here. I gotta be nice. Not talk against that stuff. That Dom stuff. Goddess is a wild one. I have no time to waste. Look like shit. My skin's blotchy today. Hey, wrist. Yeah, she hurt her wrist. She can't work. PC. I'm sweating like crazy. It's hot. So what they have going for me is I'm not ugly. Okay. Maxi. Fucking Mama June can get laid. I sure as shit can. Being a nice woman in AA. You don't fucking meet people in AA. You're gonna enable each other to fucking fall off the wagon. Oh no, nothing new, Goddess. Vanilla sex. I'm pretty boring in the bedroom. I never wanted foodie. I don't know where that fucking rumor came from. I never once said she was hot or anything like that. I'm not into people like that. Oh yeah, she was definitely fucking stoned on that live for sure. She was on the eatables. Those edibles she has are fucking insane. She said you stalked her. I didn't. She's funny. We have like a brother-sister or like a best friend like relationship. Like when we hang out, it's like we're got the same blood or something when we hang out. She drove last night? Are you serious? She wouldn't be that hard. Pete doesn't have a fucking clue what's going on. This is Pete sitting in his room playing his video games. I don't have a fucking clue what's going on in the world. She drove to me. She never did an edible that night we hung out. She gave me an edible. She never did any when we hung out in Quebec. Underage dating Sims. No, I thought you were talking about last night. No, she never did edible or anything when I met her. She just brought food, she ate, we hung out on camera for like an hour, and then she left. Like, she left right after we ended the stream. She said, oh, it was nice hanging out, we'll do this again. She left. But no, she didn't do an edible that night, I did. Char's from the UK. Yeah, she gave me an edible, she didn't have one. I don't think I'm still on Grindr. I guess I never deleted it. Yeah, someone told me to get it. And I'm like, why are the fucking like dudes on here? She wasn't high. I never fucking said that. It's lies. Under 200 pounds. She'd have a lot of loose skin. I wouldn't be interested. I was greened out. I was drinking it that night too. I had a couple drinks and then she gave me a 300 milligram edible. Holy fuck. I was toast the whole night. I was supposed to come back live and I was too stoned. I couldn't. She wasn't high the night we hung out. If I said that, I didn't mean that. I thought you guys were talking about last night. I said, yeah, she was high last night in that hangout. It must have been awkward. I did one of those stupid tests. They said I was 89% submissive. And like, the rest was like voyeurism or something. Like, they said that means you like to show off yourself or something. Edinburgh, Scotland. Oh, that's cool. Defending her. I didn't see her do anything that night, so if she was high, she came that way. She didn't seem high. I didn't see her do anything on camera that night. Oh, I was something about exhibitionist too. Having sex in public. I like doing like risky things like that, like where people may be watching you or something. It means you like to send dick pics. It's fucking funny. Let's go to a crew. We can't drive. Public, yeah. I've done some stuff in public before, actually. With my first girlfriend. It was exhilarating. Yeah, the thrill of getting caught or like someone hearing you. Every time my mom's walking, no, she used to fucking walk in. Mom used to walk in on me changing, fucking cranking one out a few times on camera with people. She didn't knock, she just walked in. It was so bad, I got so mad at her. My dad got mad at her so much. He's like, they're teenage boys, you can't go walking in their bedrooms. Did he do it to my brother too? I walked into my brother once. Didn't see nothing, but I knew he was guilty look on his face. I was like, get out! Get the fuck out! Go blind! Man, there was one time I accidentally sent like a nude picture to my mom by accident. I canceled it quickly. I'm like, holy fuck. I was like, go blind, please! It was so bad. Oh, there's some new people moving in here. Hi. How you doing? Oh, that was an accident. I need a separate fucking folder for that shit. Like, please, mommy, go blind. And Mark, you remember that, Mark? Oh, I'm sure I will regret the live. I'm not going to delete it. No point in deleting lives. They're always recorded by somebody. This candle, I'm going to blow this candle out. I like watching the smoke come out the eye. Alright, the punk is smoking. That Mark. Oh, hi, little guy. Oh, there's Grumpy. There's Grumpy. I can use the restroom. smoke what took me out. That's lies. What stinks? Fucking candle. A candle. Put the window fan in here. Get some fresh air. I got a fucking headache. Twitch. Trailer Park Boys. Everyone says I'm like Ricky. Dude, what burn going down? No burn going down. Randy, because I look like him. Got a cheeseburger locker. Randy Bobandy. Mr. Lee. Yeah, fuck Mr. Lee. Hi, guys. Yeah. We're done talking about sobriety. So, I like to entertain people, so don't be texting any girls. Wait for the next one to slide in. I got a couple requests on my Instagram. Let's see if they're any good. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, one girl in a bathing suit with big ass titties. 0 followers, 0 posts. Yeah, that's not a fucking scam. Goodbye. Who's this girl? 0 posts, 332 followers. Zero followers, 0 posts. Delete. Yo, what the fuck? Oh, I see more pictures have been released on Discord. Nice job, fucking bitch. How is that okay? I didn't hear any mention of that. More pictures been released on fucking Discord by the same person, which is illegal. We sent lots over fucking 2 months. Wow. I knew this was gonna happen. There was no way of getting out of that one alive. Call the police. Fucking should. She promised, oh, I'm not like those other girls. I would never do that to you. Did I release any of your fucking pictures, bitch? Real fucking piece of work. Oh, my pictures get all over the place. I haven't fucking doxed anyone's pictures. But they continue to do it to me. So, whatever. Besides, it says a fucking lot more about you than it does me. Oh, if I deleted her, or if I doxed hers, everybody would be calling the fucking cops. When they dox mine, oh, damn sweet ass. Luckily, I don't really give a fuck, so. No, I'm not. I haven't showed conversations of either of those relationships. Any of the pictures. They've both done that to me. Docs shared my private conversation. Shared my fucking pictures. Sure. The little voice in the back of her head, she's like, oh, I want to see SJAM. No, I'm not like that, so. I'm done trusting it. People like, holy fuck. It needs to happen in person where there's no proof or I ain't fucking doing it. It's like the nerve of these women, like exposing my fucking nude pictures when you gave me your nude pictures. What the fuck? Like, this is the most fucked up shit ever. I'm telling you my Instagram, what, you gonna be the next one? Oh, I know my dick anywhere. I'm not gonna say the girls that did it because unlike them, I have fucking some respect for people. It's pathetic. I never put them on Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat. Oh, it's a license plate. My license plate was doxed in fucking June when I went to Ottawa. So I saw pictures of my car online at the fucking hotel in Ottawa, which is creepy. No, that's okay too. That's okay too. It's only when I do something that's a problem, right? Hell yeah, I'm better than those petty ass bitches. We'll send the cops back over later tonight when I know she'll be drunk and they can fucking decide if she's fit to fucking take care of those kids. I'm drunk as fuck every night. Which I have text messages stating how unfair she's been to her kids because she's drinking all the time. But that's okay, right? That's not bad. It's a fucked up mentality. Like, you think, tit for tat, I got your shit, you got mine, shut up, and I'll shut up, basically. It's not oh yeah, Snapchat, the vanishing thing. She's a screenshot pictures I would send. Oh, they just want to fucking drag me, that's all it is. So what, I can't drag them now? No, I guess I shouldn't. I'm not fucking like that, so. What's said in private, said in private. To me. I didn't tell her much personal stuff about my life. She's told me lots of personal shit about hers. Some of the shit's been illegal, and I haven't said anything. I'm getting sick of fucking having to be the bigger person all the time. Yeah, I sent nude pictures to 2 people, that's it. I trusted both of them because they sent me their own shit, and then they exposed my shit. It's fucking weird. It's like weird. It's like you have like an understanding at that point. Like, you have my shit, I have yours. That's where it should end. Why? I never made that shit for everyone on Discord to see. So why is it on Discord now? I don't know. I know personal information about her, so maybe I should contact the police about it. No, Jessica never sent me nudes. I never talked to Jessica outside of YouTube. Well, Jessica's a shitty personality, and that's fucking ugly, so. Oh yeah, they should be held accountable. Fucking if it was the other way around, oh my god, the outrage on here would be ridiculous. But because I'm a dude and it's a girl, I don't know, no problem. Oh, it's just a dick. I got fucking nudes on both of these girls that have exposed me, and I haven't fucking done shit with them. It's just ridiculous. Like, I knew this was gonna happen with this one. I knew it. Chantel never got it from me. She saw it on elsewhere. I'm not gonna do anything with them. It's just wrong. Why do they all look the same? Oh, of course, it'll only end bad for me because I'm a guy. Different, held to a different standard than women. I never sent Jessica a picture of myself at all. Someone put it, how you bricked up? I know what I have. I'm short, and I'm fat. And I think I do pretty good. I won't be sending shit again. But now it's like, oh, fuck, it's already out there already anyway, so what's the difference? Benedict Thursday. Oh. You're sliding in my DMs here, aren't you? I'm 5'5". No, I'm not gonna retaliate. That's not right. I'm not showing screenshots. I don't feel good about it doing that. My Instagram is probably still in my description on my old videos. Like from like a month ago or something. Guys make me blush. Yeah, it's true. That's the point I'm trying to make, is there's, it's a double standard. Yeah. Another bait. You're gonna bait me. Never before YouTube did I have women just randomly sending nudes to me like they do. It's weird. And that's why I talk to some of them. So I'm like, holy fuck, they're going to send me their nudes. They're obviously not going to say nothing if we, whatever. But I'm not ignoring you. I don't care if you don't like Chantel. I don't care. You don't have to like Chantel to be here. I'm not getting hostile. I'm just cheesed about it. It pisses me off. Yeah, I haven't answered your messages. I haven't been answering anybody's messages, Nadine. I'm not explaining myself to everybody. I don't have to. Yeah, we're gonna call the temp agency tomorrow. I'm already registered with them, so they'll probably find me something pretty quick. It probably won't pay that good, but I mean, at least we'll get some bills paid, and then we'll have to figure out a game plan for the sobriety thing, and then find a better job once I'm sober. That recipe was pretty good. It was very cheesy. I know, never mind. I got fired last week because I was fucking drunk and not going to work, so. Walmart! I won't be able to afford my fucking rent on Walmart salary. Thanks! Who's here, big boobs? Oh, hi, Mark. Someone just slid into my DMs. Who is that? Rent's like $930. Oh, that's you that messaged me? Culinary school? Oh. I'm a drifter. Yeah, I live in a small town. No coping skills? I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. I don't deal with stress well, I know that. I turn to something usually with stress. I can't deal with really anything, I guess. In a trailer park? Are you serious? You don't do that. Here we go again. On to the next one, right? On to the next one. I'll be exposed every week of the month. I started drinking probably when I was 18. But I didn't drink, like, up until my mid-20s, really. And then it was, not out of control, but when I did drink, I drank too much. But then, like, my late 20s, and then once COVID hits, when I went completely off the rails. I gotta pee again. Pumpkin juice is going right through me. Right? Oh, you're so little, you don't even show up on the camera. Oh, yeah. No fat shaming my marching. Well, enjoy the time. Chantal'd it. Check my DM. I'm fucking scared these days. I'm not checking my DMs. I'm exposed for something. Uh-oh. I don't know many people that lost weight during COVID. I know a lot of people used to be thin. They're like kind of chunky now since COVID. I know, Benedict. When people across the way there had a baby, I hear crying. I don't mind the baby. Their dogs piss me off though. As soon as they leave, their dogs start barking and barking and barking and barking and barking and barking, and I can hear them through closed windows. A lot of people complain before. I just don't have the heart to complain because I'm worried they'll get rid of the dogs, or honestly, they need to get the priorities straight if you ask me. Fucking get out of an apartment before you have a fucking baby with 2 dogs and 2 cats in a smaller bedroom or a smaller apartment than mine. Is it foggy or something? I'm tripping. Anyways, this in 3 hours, my phone's probably gonna get charged. Yeah. Fuck is my charger? Anybody knows? Anybody's guess? You get Netflix? Like he's taking the charger. There we go. Pumpkin's melting. His mouth is fucked up. He's got a natter smile. He can hardly walk. He's got a crooked smile. Best thing about Canada? I don't know. I guess healthcare. It has to always come down to healthcare, I guess. Something's not right here. I'm tripping or what? Okay, that looks better. It's looking foggy on me. Ronnie's here. Rocky Bear! Free, you know, we pay for it, obviously. Taxes and shit. Whew. I don't know if it's against terms of service. My baby's fussy. I haven't watched any series. I've been watching old cooking shows like Julia Child and shit. I don't care if he's doing Monty, or I don't care if he's doing Monty. I don't care if Monty's doing live right now. I don't watch him. I never have, never will. What the fuck does he have to say on me? I saw his dingle on Discord too, so. Yeah, Kay's cooking. I love Kay's cooking. I spend a lot of my time online here streaming or watching just random shit on YouTube, cooking, working usually. I don't really watch. I watch Julia Child. You must be too young. My great grandma and my grandma were my best friends growing up, so my great grandma taught me a lot of shit about, you know, Julia Child and Julia Child. I love Ina Garten. Those are some of my favorites. I don't know. Interventions. I'm so scared my family's gonna do one of those on me. I'll probably just walk out, honestly. Besides drink. Well, when I had a girlfriend, I spent all my time talking to her, live streaming, talking to my girlfriend, watching random Dr. Phil episodes on fucking YouTube. It's really. Oh, I did. Like. I don't have a computer. I don't know. I don't have a game plan right now, so I'm trying not to think about it today. I don't skate or swim. I know how to swim, but I'm not lonely, really. I enjoy being alone a lot of the time. Yeah, I've seen that Julia Child, or that channel that does Julia Child recipes. I haven't watched them, but I probably won't learn. I'll fall for the next girl that fucking shows me attention online. And I'll fucking trust them too, and they'll fuck me over again. Yeah, I have inspirational quotes. I got one in my front room there. It says, "Do one thing every day that makes you happy." I guess not. I don't have HBO. No, it's not. It's not fair to get a burden a new girl or whatever with my problems with my drinking and all that. Who does? Oh baby. What am I doing today to make me happy? Being on live. To keep me busy, keep me distracted. Hanging out with my cats. Hanging out at home. That's what I love to do. Just chill at home with my cats. Eat good food. Trauma? I don't think so. Is that a dog or someone yelling? It was a dog. A dog. It's already... Oh, it's only 3 o'clock. I thought it was 6 o'clock. I'm dumping it out. I'll dump it out in my gullet. That's about it. We'll dump it out in my gullet, then we'll start fresh, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not really feeling ready. Can't afford it. I don't pay my fucking bills and I buy booze. That's basically how I afford it. This thing's thirsty out and it's not getting any. It's not getting no booze. Hi, handsome. Call the doctor. Call the fucking doctor. Like, hello, doctor. Yes, I can't stop drinking. Okay, well, stop. Oh, okay. Thanks. Bye. I'm cured. Well, they got Pennywise on the window. That's scary as fuck. I'm not pouring it out. I'm drinking it. I could lie to you and say I'll pour it out, but I'm not gonna. Not today. Well, I'm drinking it. Get it over with. We'll get it gone for today, but yeah. I don't know when I'm gonna be ready. There's no AA meetings in my town. My dink of choice. Yeah. Slowly getting okay. I'll slowly stop over the next 30 years. Okay? I'm doing fucking AA. I can't stand that shit. I'll talk to an addiction therapist or something. I'm not going to fucking AA. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Oh, I see. I'm gonna go to a meeting right now. A meeting in my bar. Ow! You smacked my arm off everything. Why'd you puke? Why'd you puke, my ass? Good talk, good talk. Back. was that? I don't know. A lot of people vacuum on Sundays. Because that's where my bar is in. Plus, I don't know if it's against terms of service, so I'll keep it off cam. Oh, jeez. Excuse-moi. I hear someone singing. Dance with her baby. So, I'm not sitting in my sorrow. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm the pumpkin. Feel relaxed as fuck. Nothing's bothering me at the moment. I'm contented. I feel a buzz, but when it runs out, you get more. You chase it. Yeah, it's stupid. It's a vicious cycle, I know. Once I'm away from it, like to get through that first few days, I actually feel a lot better. I feel good right now, but yeah, I'll feel like shit tonight, tomorrow. Wake up feeling like shit. No motivation, no energy. But obviously can't continue this way. I have no fucking income right now, so except for YouTube. YouTube's not for me. I fucking pays the bills. I'm 5'5". Let's feel at peace right now. I feel at peace with everything. Parents don't pay my bills. Here and there, they've helped me. I don't get hungover. I don't really get hungover anymore, but sounds like that mom's having a good time with a little baby. It sounds cute. It's just little. It's like maybe 3 months old. I can hear her fucking go on its tummy. Makes me feel like I'm missing out on life. So, do we have anything good to talk about? Oh, we're living in the moment right now. God damn. I'm getting gone. My nose is numb. Can't feel my schnozzle. I watch porn. I'll just move on to the next girl on Instagram. I'm fucking vibrating. Feeling no pain. them, witch. Look at them. You see my nose? I drank half the bottle so far. Oh. When I finish it, I'm probably gonna fall over. There's people. I see people. People. I don't think BBJ's that healthy. I think they would put her down. If she gave her up, they would put her down. No one's going to take on a 20-year-old cat as an adoption. It's not going to happen. They're going to just put her down. She's probably suffering from some ailments at this point. She said she's going deaf. She has something going on with her kidneys, so they would just put her down. And maybe, honestly, at this point, it's probably best for her. I don't think she's very happy anymore. I think she's probably suffering at this point, so we should throw the towel in on that one. Unless the vet says she's in good shape, then. It's not about taking her. Let's say if she's in good health, enough good health. Like, she's going deaf, she has already kidney problems, she's probably best being put down. Like, not just because Chantal wants her to. I'm not saying that. If the vet says, oh yeah, she's doing pretty good, she's not in pain, then yeah, totally. Let her keep going. But if she's struggling, tests aren't good, I think it's probably best for her to be put down. But not because I want her to be. She seems to be crying a lot, getting confused. She's deaf, getting deaf. I would only do it if the vet suggested it. I wouldn't do it, But if you're to surrender a cat that's that old with those ailments, they're just gonna put them down. Even if there's nothing wrong with a 20-year-old cat, they'll put it down. There's nobody that's gonna no one's gonna adopt a 20-year-old cat. It's just what they do around here. Is this Chantal the cat? I'm not watching links. You can't even post links in here unless you're a mod. I don't want to see her put down. I love BBJ, but just saying, if she took it to a vet and they said, okay, yeah, she's deaf, she has some issues, she's best to be put down, I would say, okay, then do it. If the vet said that. If they said, oh, no, she's great, she's in good health, then yeah, try to get someone to take her then. But I'm just saying, if she surrendered her to a humane society or something, I think they would just put her down. They put animals down here all the time because there's overcrowding. They don't have any means to keep them and take care of them. They put them down. Happens all the time. They will put pets down without even thinking. It's what has to be done. There's overcrowding, like I said. It's not right. I don't like it, but they're doing it. If you think they're not doing it, you're fucking crazy. You're delusional. They're putting down pets all the time. 9-year-old, 8-year-old pets. No one wants them. No one will take them. No, maybe not a private vet, but I said if she surrenders it to a humane society, they will just put her down. They don't talk about it, but I know since COVID, they have to put them down. They can't support them. They can't house them. There's nothing that the Humane Society can do but put them down. Otherwise they're going to suffer. They're going to die on the streets. It has to be done, unfortunately. I don't like it at all. I wish I could take them all, but I don't care if a cat's 10 years old. I would take it, but I just don't have the space. I don't have the means to take care of it. So it really is true. It's sad, but that's what I'm saying. If Chantal wants to keep her, let her keep her. If she doesn't, get her checked out by a vet, see what her health is like. If someone wants to take her on, then let her take her on. But I don't want to see her surrender to the Humane Society is what I'm saying. Is they'll just put her down. There's cats that are 4 years old that haven't been adopted. They're not going to keep around a 20-plus-year-old cat, even if it is in good health. Yeah, it's not a good idea about her going into a place with new cats at 20 years old. She's 100 years fucking old, in people years. It's crazy. She's not going to survive a move. And people say, oh, get her to the vet, get her to the vet. Her going to the vet seems very traumatic for her. She usually shits herself. I say, unless there's something obviously wrong with a 20-year-old cat, don't take it to the vet. Unless the vet's coming to you. Unpopular opinion. The stress of taking your pets to the vet, you need to weigh that out with, okay, this cat's fucking 20 years old. Let's let her enjoy her last 6 months. Not take her to the vet, let her shit herself, and fucking freak out, and end up having a heart attack on the goddamn vet table. I don't think she should take her to a vet unless something's immediately wrong. But I do think if she can, she should get a vet in to see her, in their own environment. That's such a good idea. Cats hate being out of their environment. Marge freaks out. She cries, she screams. It's very traumatic for them. So yeah, people are always yelling at Chantal to take BBJ to the vet. I really don't think she should unless something is very pressingly wrong. I would get a vet in. And yeah, just let her live out her last months or a year. I don't know. Fuck, she's 20 years old. She's over 20 years old. What more do we want? Is she going to get to 25? What the fuck is Fast and Feisty in here anyway? You've been blocked a long time ago. Marge isn't even that overweight. She's been to the vet. They said she's chunky. They didn't say she had to lose weight. kind of went off with the BBJ thing there, but I think she should be seen by a vet coming there. And I know she has issues with her kidneys. If she's deaf now too and distressed, then she should probably be put down. There is no link being posted. You're not a mod, so anything you post, any link you post will not show up. It'll maybe send for you, but it will not show up in the chat. I never said she should get put down if the vet says so. If the vet says, you know what, she's suffering, she needs to be put down, then she should be. Otherwise, she needs to find her a new home if she doesn't want her. But taking her to the main society, I would say, is not an option. She'll get put down. No, I don't see no links. You can't post links if you're not a mod. Only mods can post links. Marge is fine. So she's fat. Oh well, fat doesn't equal a short life. I had a cat that was bigger than her and lived to 16 years old. So I'm trying to get her weight down, but no, it's not been easy. And she'll eat up all the food that's in there, and the other cats will be hungry. So I want to get those feeders that, you know, they have to put a collar on them, and then when that certain cat goes to the feeder, it'll either open or close depending if that cat's allowed to eat. I feel really bad about doing that to her. I just don't feel good about it, but I mean, I don't want her to drop dead, so. John Travolta bone chin, that's rude. I don't feed them anything. I feed them normal amounts, and then just the other two barely eat, and then Marge goes and scoops it all up. I don't think she's something big. You're not that bad. You're not that bad, what, Marge? Who's happy? She's happy, so I gotta be. Oh, it's moldy. That bitch going. It's getting moldy. Oh, that pumpkin stinks. Oh, that's gross. That thing fucking stinks. It's gonna have to go in the garbage. It stunk rotten when I got it. I opened it. God damn. I fucking tossed my cookie jar. I'll throw it out already, but yeah, it's getting moldy inside. I thought it was the garbage, but it still stinks in here. I changed the garbage, it still stinks, so that pumpkin was going up the fucking balcony. Thing smelled rotten when I got it. It's weird. I have a new one. Is someone still vacuuming? What the fuck? It's been 6 months since you cleaned your place, or? Chantel never smelled when I met her. That's all I'm saying. She heavily smelled like perfume, like she had heavy perfume on. I took her up to the hotel room, and I had to go down and get my ring light in the car. So I took her up, went back down, went back in the elevator. It still smelled like her. I went to the car, came back, and the elevator still smelled like her perfume. So she must have laid it on pretty thick. So she smelled good. So I don't know. She didn't smell to me, but you know, I wasn't all there balls deep, so I don't know. How are they still vacuuming? What's weird? She didn't smell? About 5.5 hours away, depends. She brought me food. That poutine was amazing. French can make a fucking poutine, I'm telling you. That was the best poutine I ever had. I heard foodie wasn't at the Circle K. Pumpkin her trailer. Foodie doesn't live in the trailer. She lives in Motel 6. This is what Chantal says. Make a sandwich. I don't want to eat. Watch what video? Food at the Circle K. I never saw nobody at the Circle K. She wasn't at the Circle K. Oops, accidentally clicked the video. Damn, I'm surprised Piggy doesn't have video on me already. Oh, fuck you, Jessica. Such a piece of shit. I don't use Twitter. What video? Lily, thanks for joining. What was that? I need to watch it. There's no way she was around here when I was at Circle K. I can't watch the video. I don't have Twitter. My video. Oh, I went to the Circle K yesterday. She wouldn't have been there. Her car wasn't there. She wouldn't have drove this far out. She doesn't know where I live. They got the pumpkin. Fuck, I don't remember which. Oh, I guess I know what. Do I know what video that is? I got the. I made the video way before like I carved the pumpkin. It was like, was the same day I carved the pumpkin, or the day I bought the pumpkin. There's no way it was Chantal. The Walmart Live. That was a long time ago. Do you know which video it is? You said you clipped it? If you have it clipped, I'll put you as a mod for a minute. And you can share the link and then it'll show up. You said you have a clip of it? Pumpkin stinking. I think that pumpkin's gonna get thrown out. Oh, I'll put you as a mod. You can post a link. Let me click on my phone here on the chat so we can watch it. I like a little bit of spicy food, but I don't see the link you posted yet. Did you post it? I'm pretty sure mods can post links. There you go. Let's take a look. Wait for it. Oh my. This was taken from SJAM's live Walmart video when he stopped at the smoke shop, Circle K. It's not a smoke shop. Let's see what happened. That's me. That's another girl. I remember this video. I watched this part. Didn't I? That wasn't even a fucking girl. That wasn't even a girl. That was a boy. Okay. This is should tell it's a boy. I do remember that chick coming out, or that dude coming out. I think maybe it was a girl. That's not a girl. Should tell doppelganger some bald fucking guy. Oh my god. It does fucking look like you a little bit. Oh, you see my fat ass coming out? Watch. It's not Chantel, it's a dude, but it says it's her doppelganger. Same food, but it's saddle sack. Not a liquor store. That's a fucking dude. Let's sell liquor stores. I remember he's like, hey, see you later, have a good night. And then I walked out before him. It was funny. I think it was a dude. I didn't think it looked like Chantel, though. That's funny. That was a good one. She's talking to Jim. I gotta do this full screen so I can see better. Oh. This is a fucking male version of Chantal. That's funny. I actually saw that person come out, but I didn't think they looked like Chantal. They were fucking bald, man. It was funny. It definitely wasn't her, though. Alright. Oh, it's Cam! What are you? I'm a Scorpio. He wasn't wearing a hijab. Is it a hijab or a hijab? Hijab, right? Marjorie, doing a good job. Marjorie. Hi, Marjorie. You're so buttery and cute. Mostly buttery. Bah. That was pre-hijab. It was kind of funny, actually. I remember that guy there. Like, I'll see you later. Tendies. Tendinitis. Margie. Margie girl. You big dingo. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hey, why are you chasing me? Oh, so rotten. This fucker's gone. Say the fuck goodbye, Jack. Fucking toss my cookies. Oh no, that pumpkin's fucking toast. I never seen a pumpkin stink that bad. I never seen a pumpkin go moldy like that. We're not having a birthday party. No, it's fucking moldy. You can see the mold in it. It stinks so bad. I changed my garbage and I was like, why does it fucking smell like rotten pumpkin? And the pumpkin. There's supposed to be pumpkins inside. It's the pumpkin smell. Don't tell me what I'm gagging from. God knew. Fucking fruity. Only got one thing. Ooh. I'm bored. Y'all aren't entertaining me. I ain't bored. Life's boring. Can be. A big head impression. Okay, yeah. That's the most wash and some toothpaste, right? I thought you might want to brush your teeth because your breath is stank. Must be that one. Put mayo in your hair. You're vacuuming again. I don't remember anything else he says. I just remember that part where he's like, there's some mouthwash and toothpaste for you. I thought you might want to brush your fucking teeth. Your breath stinks. This is funny from him. He's like, yeah, breath stinks. She's like, your fucking neck stinks. Can you imagine? Got another link. The guy that needs the water. That's me with my honey. Breath stinks. I got a good laugh at him. And shave your legs. Yeah, I forgot about that. The Kuwait video. I got another video to watch. What was a fart? I never made a noise. Someone coughed. That was a mouth fart. Post share the video. I honestly didn't fart. I admit to a fart any day. Any day of the week. You laugh so hard. I don't see it. Everyone asks me on a celebrity crush. It's definitely Kate Winslet. She's fucking hot.
Here we go.
This might be copyrighted. I'm gonna pre-screen it.
So I wanted to do a video on something that's been circulating on Twitter regarding a subreddit thread on Kuwait. Now, before we get into that, I did want to take a moment to address the recent back and forth that I've been having with Foodie Beauty, and I want to apologize for
shut up.
going to a laugh. We met about a month ago on Tinder. I am planning on to meet him in a couple weeks. I was just wondering if it would be okay if I stayed with him or at his house, or will we get in trouble? I mean, no one has to know, right? We are planning on getting married while I am there, but in the meantime, I will be staying with him.
Oh!
Is there anything I can do by myself during the day? I mean,
She's got the tea!
I am so excited. I know the love of my life. He's 10 years younger than me. I'm just curious if that will be frowned upon in Kuwait. Thanks for reading. Hope to hear your responses. And here's where things get.
Oh, Chantal!
We're going to see some of the responses.
What are you doing?
That most of these people responding are responding with a total unawareness of who this is. I think after some time they realize it's a troll, but let's just look at the responses. Bruh, there's so many responses, and then make a decision. It's Dani and myself. And then this person, Kingpin. Why are you pretending? I probably just like Foodie Beauty.
That wasn't that good. Chantel was asking, apparently, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. Chantel was posting online asking if it's frowned upon to date a 10-year-old man, or 10 a man 10 years younger and getting married when she goes there. And there's a bunch of hamsters dancing. Oh, fuck. You find this bitch just gives it on me. The guy said she's good looking. Add you to your my IG. IG is shut down. No more beating on there. I don't know, did you request me? I'm looking for the next girl to slide into my DMs. I never learned the lesson. Fucking now, my shit's all over the place. Is it bald? Slide into my DMs. 350 pound bald. I don't know anybody fits that description. So who's next to be victimized? No DMs, I'm bored. Can't live without the DMs. Who's chirping shit? No fat ball chicks. Yes, no. Who wants to be the next victim? Who wants to be victimized by SJAM next? A bunch of bullshit, but if you're not a psycho, go ahead and DM me. I'll put it in the chat. If you're psycho, steer clear. Pick me. How you people? No STD chick merchandise. Oh, I love how it has a little crown there for SJAM. I do my hair, toss, take my nails. Baby, how you doing? Make good as hell. Sorry about that. That was a little burst. I feel like impulsively shaving my head. No one's DMing me. Yeah, bullshit. I got more messages since my picture's been leaked than ever before. Suck it, Shannon. Dingleberry. Sunshine, dog. Oh, we getting wild. Oh, hey, I got some fucking bunch of messages. Oh, hey, girls. Look, I'm sliding into my DMs again. They just don't learn. Someone just say, hey, someone say hi, I'm not a psycho. What do I look like? I feel like I look like Hooper the Clown. Rodney River Hooper. Hooper the Clown from the Fall Fair. Thanks. I really look like fucking Sebastian Bach or something. That's how all psychos start. I'm not a psycho. Going out with my long hair, Big Eddie. Who would fuck this? Oh my god, look just like Chantal. What the fuck? She must be my fucking sister. Hi, Beater. Not even any makeup, I look like her. This is scaring the fuck out of me. Let me DNA test. Hi guys, it's me, SJAM. You guys want a beat? Oh shit! I kind of like I like wearing the wheel. I like it. It's party. I knew that was gonna happen. I'm not American, you dingle. Dingbat. I'm just a complicated girl in a complicated world. You're a fucking rock star, Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons gone wrong. Gone wronky bird. I cannot help but laugh at myself with the wig. Like, this is fucking hilarious to me. Itchy. Wait for me, SJAM. Itchy as fuck. I hate it on my face. It's all part of being a girl. The ball cap makes it hotter, I'd do me. I would do me either. Hey, how you doing, SJAM? Oh, hey, lovey. I can't help but laugh myself when I look like this. Oh! I'm all part of getting that Kuwaiti ass. I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you doing? Baby, good as hell. Good as hell. No? Okay, no. You guys know that song? I see little sus. Look at that female fucking trucker. Look at a fat fucking female trucker. Hook me up. Unload my load. He doesn't drink. Get a fucking pass out. Copyright strike. You're strike for looking exactly like Chantal. Help your man. Come to me, baby. That has never had a cup of alcohol. Not the last 3 minutes. Anyways, are we done with the show? Trucker Chantal. Like being a barber. It needs a brush. Get a bra. Need a bra. Or maybe need a bra for these pups. Oh, hi, guys. Oops. Good. I broke the flooring. I think we're going to need a replacement towel. They won't notice. Look better without the hat or with the hat. Fucking beautiful. Now go to go to Amy. You look like Chantal. Hi. I'm Chantal. I'm Peter. It's like Trucker Chantal. Oh my god, now it's like Jewish Chantal. I hear Rabbi. You guys are fucking hilarious. I look like a rabbi. You probably have a family. Not. Uh-oh, I think people see me. No. I'm looking like a winder. Look, grab this stroke. That's too itchy for me. Oh man, I look like a fucking winder. Get over. There's no horse and buggy. Marsh! Marsh! I'm done. Can't laugh and I'm gonna piss myself. Give my mom, hey mommy, it's me, SJAM. I'm a pretty girl. Oh, someone just looking at Amish person. There's like fucking from the Amish. Hey now, cooperate, bitch. More slicey. Oh boy. Look at the fucking juice rabbi. An FFG side pony. I don't have the potato head to go with it. Now we guys knitting it. Alright, man, but enough of fooling myself for a night. Scared the shit out of myself there. I look like fucking Uncle Cracker. You can imagine I go into my channel for the first time, like, what the fuck? What in the fuck? Mommy! This weird man has a wig on! He says he's a rabbi! Yeah. Hey guys, so I seriously need to ask a very serious question, okay? This is a serious question, okay? How do you fit 3 gay guys on one bar stool? You flip it over. Yeah, it's distasteful. That's fucking funny. Another person messaged me. Bar stools only have 3 fucking stools, or I don't know if they do have 4. Maybe it's 4 guys. I don't know. Maybe there's a spare. Hey, you can take a dick in the ass. You can sure as shit take a joke. Okay. That's from Alfie May, not me. That's not nice. That's what Ralphie May says. If you can take a dick in the ass, you can sure as fuck take a joke. Very distasteful. Wasn't my words, Ralphie May. Ralphie May died in 2017. Yeah. And that's a distasteful joke again. No. It wasn't my joke, it was Ralphie May's. It's a joke. You need to lighten up. It's a fucking joke. It's true. Yeah. No good guy's ever taken a dick in the ass, yeah. That never happens. Not funny if you're gay? Yeah, it is. God damn, you can take it in the ass. You can fucking sure as shit take a joke. It's true. You can't take a joke, but you can take that in the ass. Come on now. It's just correct. As Ralphie May says, it's going to be just correct. Joke. White man walked through the supermarket, picks up his dog, started swinging his dog around. See, all these gay people think it's funny. It was funny. Shot person. What the fuck are you talking about? You want to? I love that one where he's like, you know, how many black people are here? He's like, are you from America? Are you from America? And he's like, what do you call them again? African. He's like, are you from Africa? Are you from Africa? No. Okay, maybe you're from Africa. The rest of you are black folk, not African American. That's just correct. But that's Ralphie May, though. If you don't watch Ralphie May, you won't get it. It's not racist. He's just correct. Unless you're from Africa, you ain't African American. I watched him recently. It was hilarious. I was on the edge for that one. It's a risky one for sure. Ralphie May does it, though. Ralphie May is fucking crazy. But he's right, though. You're not African American unless you're from fucking Africa. If you ain't from Africa, you're fucking just a black person. Like, I'm a white person. People say, oh, you eat white food. Cool. If I was like, oh, you eat black food, that would be a big deal, wouldn't it? Oh, getting spicy. It's correct. So, I kind of love, I love Ralphie May's shit. He's hilarious. He's correct. Saying someone's African American isn't racist if they're from Africa. They're African American. But his point was, unless you're from Africa, you're not African American. You're black. Islam? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not racist at all. Like I accept everybody. I grew up very multicultural. We're all from Africa mostly. I sure as shit wasn't from Africa. Like I grew up very multicultural. It's very multicultural around here. I grew up with everybody. I don't see that shit. You know, I find their names, like when I was growing up, I was like, oh, their name's kind of weird, but I never looked at them like, oh, they're from Africa, or they're fucking German, or whatever you want to call it. I never looked at it that way. That's my generation. It's usually the older generations that tend to be racist. I went to school with all kinds of people, like lots of Asians, you know, Chinese, everything like that. Yeah, I don't look at people like that, but I was just, yeah. I love Ralphie May. I think his jokes are hilarious. I got the gurg. Ralphie May is a very controversial comedian, so saying his stuff, yeah, will probably get me in trouble, but it's true. I think people, for the most part, are too sensitive these days with stuff like that. I mean, like I said, I grew up with every color in the rainbow, Asian, African, German, Chinese, everything. I never looked at people like, oh, they're Chinese. Oh. I never looked at shit that way. The older generations tend to do that. German isn't a race. What's that? Just fucking whatever. What kind of... What's fucking German? The European? Like... Maybe Trump fucked things up, but personally growing up, we live in a very, like I said, a multicultural area. I grew up in little school, you know, like elementary school with you know, African Americans, black people, whatever, however you want to do the pronoun, Asian, Chinese, everything like that. I never looked at them and like, oh, they're different. I never noticed it. Racism is taught. So, you know, growing up, I went to a big high school in the city, and I never looked at people like, oh, they're this, they're that. No, everybody's fucking people. Do not care. I'm not picky with my, you know, my partner in the future. I don't care if they're dark colored, you know, whatever you want to call it, Asian, African, whatever you want to fucking say. I don't care. That's not what I'm not being like, oh no, white people only. That's racist. I don't know about Trump. This is Canada. I feel like we're a very not racial country. We're very multicultural, and we have everybody's here. I mean, we got, you know, people from Syria, we got people from Africa, you know, we got people from the UK, Southern America, everything. So it really doesn't bother me. I grew up with that. But yeah, I just, you know, I want to make that clear. I'm not racist. I said some Ralphie May jokes, which some people may, you know, maybe teetering on racist, but it's not my words, it's his. And the subject. Why? Why is everyone gonna be so fucking sensitive about shit? Get over it. We're all fucking people. We all bleed blood. That's all I care about. Let's talk about religion. Yeah, let's really get some shit started there. You can't win. You can't be on every side of the fence, unfortunately, but I try to accept everybody. We bring a lot of people in here from Syria, from war-torn countries, Afghanistan, stuff like that. I never, shit, Tom, please gravy. Don't be that. That's so funny. That was a bad one. That was a poor judgment joke, but it was funny. No, politics, race, and religion is just, it's a touchy subject. So, but no, my point I was trying to make was, growing up, even in a small town, we had a bunch of ethnicities in school. I was never taught racism. No one ever bothered me. They're different, whatever. It never bothered me. Once I went to high school, things started to change. I started experiencing racism, not to myself, obviously, but towards other people. And that really opened my eyes. I grew up in a small town, and I went to a big high school in a big city. And that's when I really started to see it. There was gangs. There was, ethnicities would hang out with their ethnicity, and it would be like everyone against each other. And I never understood it. It was really sad to see, actually. But as a whole, our society and the area I grew up in is very multicultural. We accept all faiths here. I don't look at people and be like, oh, they're this or this or this or that. I know a lot of older generations probably do that. But moral of the story, grew up in a very multicultural area. I'm not racist. I love everybody. There's some things about certain religions that I don't agree with, but that's not my business really unless it affects me. So, anyways, let's talk about something else. Yeah, the older people, that bothers me when people are racist. It really bugs me. It's like, oh, they speak a different language or they're different colors, so, oh, they're no good? Like, what the fuck? It makes no sense. Recent UFO sightings. Let's talk about Bigfoot sightings. I love Bigfoot. Let's talk about something lighthearted. That was my fault. I went kind of in on that, but I think Ralphie May was pretty good at. He wasn't racist, but he was good at just telling it like it was. Even interracial, kind of jokes about racial things, but not racist. Just saying it like it was, right? I really like that about him. So yeah, that's what I was doing with all that. Dave Chappelle. I used to like John Panette. He passed away. Ralphie May was one of my favorites. He passed away. All the guys I used to like have passed away, basically. So, have I said enough or what? Twixie down here again? No, not Twix. Bigfoot is real. Don't start that shit. You'll be blocked. Blocked and deleted if you don't believe in Bigfoot. No, I'm kidding. So my DMs are blowing up. See, I'll just don't worry last night. How much do I weigh? Would you like to know? Good one. What is hiding in Russia? God knows. God only knows. I'm not 268. I'm like 250. No, normally most normal people that message me, normal, they appear that way in the Alexandria Library. You're losing me. Reese bars, we're talking with these fucking Reese bars. Eat the Reese bars. I don't believe in. I don't know. I think you're kind of crazy to think that we're the only living thing in the whole universe. Universe thing, like a little globe of us, and there's everything else. So you're like a cat minus the cuteness. Rude. A Russian woman online and going 90 Day fiancé. Not going on there. Footy booty. Weirdos. Did you know the Reese's squares? No, they're in the freezer. We should go get them out of here. The Reese's squares. SJAM's not bad looking. Ah! Get your brain checked. God damn, the chair hurts my legs. It's not accommodating for my respectable girth. Russian model. Here we go. Jessica, you better watch your fucking self with this shit. I've about had enough. If you think what you're doing is okay, it's not. You got fucking kids. What a fucking embarrassment you are. What a fucking embarrassment. Posting my shit out on your fucking Discord. You're fucking disgusting. You'll be getting yours. You'll be getting yours, bitch. So don't worry. What the fuck there, Sam? What are you on? I was never friends with Jessica. We were civil. At the time, we had similar viewers. We don't anymore. She has her shit box. I have mine. Mother. Yeah, fucking joke. This is exactly what she did, Sharon. You're nice to my face. You stab me behind the back on her Discord like no one's gonna tell me. I get constant screenshots from her Discord about me. That's great. Yeah. Buy cigs. Don't buy cigs. It's too late. She leaked all my shit all over the place. Jessica operates this Discord, so... No, I think... You know, I got enough now to... I'm gonna call, I think. And see what can be done about this, because Jessica's harboring these people allowing them, not only is she allowing them to post my pictures, she's also encouraging it. She's posting them herself. I've gotten screenshots today. So I think it's, I think it's time she's being dealt with. There's any consequences to your fucking actions. Oh yeah, the nudes. Jessica is sharing my nudes in her Discord. Again. She's done nothing but share them. I have probably 20 screenshots at this point of her talking about my dick in her fucking, I'm done. Something's gonna have to happen. So I'm gonna call the non-emergency line and get some advice. So. Now she doesn't have a fucking place to live, let alone a pot to piss in, so. I put it there to one person and now hundreds of people get to see it? How's that okay? How's that okay? If I was a girl, show my tits, and some dude was spreading it all over his Discord, oh, there'd be fucking outrage. There would be. Because I'm a dude, no one gives a fuck. Always a victim of women, right? So, yeah, it's a total double fucking standard on this website, on YouTube. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. I have never shared a nude of any girl I've talked to, yet my nudes are all over the fucking internet. Because of two fucking people. So, I think it's time, something's gonna happen about it. Alright. Well, I'm gonna do some research and stuff. Stop. It's just so wrong. Like, I'm gonna turn around, make a Discord, show Jessica's nudes, show Lazy nudes, show fucking Jacqueline nudes. Oh, there'll be all cops. There'll be fucking 4 cops here again. That's okay. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. I've gotten half a dozen nudes. I've only sent my stuff to 2 people. So I know exactly. No, they're nudes, not belly pictures. Those girls aren't into fucking the whole belly fetish shit. I sent lots of nudes to Jacqueline. She sent me a lot too. But oh, that's not. So, maybe I'll find a forum here and I'll start exposing all these women and the shit they sent to me. And oh, watch how quick all these women call the police. That's what they fucking do. They band together. Never sent Jessica shit. People are sending Jessica my shit because she has a Discord. And they're all in the Discord. Oh, look at this. Oh, we can't call 911. I'm going to talk to the after-hours police service, so let's see what can be done. Because at this point, I know addresses, I know full names. Something's going to be done about this. So, it's enough is enough. It's not stupid anyone's level. I'm not going to expose her shit, anybody's shit. But I'm going to be talking to the police. Enough's enough. Like, who the fuck do you people think you are? Putting all my shit all over the internet. You have no right to do that, Jessica, in your fucking Discord. Not Discord, it's a Dickcord. Always putting my dick up in there. Fucking 4 or 5 pictures now of me in there. Not including all the videos that fucking are being spread around. I'm sick of this. It's ridiculous. I have not exposed one of these fucking women, and they deserve to be. So maybe I'll fucking send some of their tit pictures out, their fucking jerking off pictures out, rubbing them one out, all that shit. Enough's enough. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Honestly, I'm so fucking sick of these fucking people, these women, thinking they are gonna patronize men, fucking interrogate me all the time. I don't give a fuck what my pictures are. They're not anybody's business but mine. And the person I shared them with. I got enough now to talk to somebody, so I know where they all live, so no, enough's enough. I'm getting sick of this shit. What the fuck is that? I have more than enough. It is illegal to expose private conversations, private pictures, videos. These have all been put out on Discord. So there's only one person I sent all those videos to, so get ready for what's coming to you. Yeah, I hope those fucking kids don't get taken away when they come around and you're fucking drunk again. That's all you do. That's all you fucking do. They've been there, what, fucking twice in a couple weeks? Because their baby daddies are fucking concerned for their well-being? Yeah, I don't fucking blame them. I think, the police are going to have to intercept there. It's getting a little bit crazy. Clearly not fit to be a mother. So, I guess that's going to all be decided here shortly. I know the last names. I've been getting messages from anonymous people showing me plenty of messages. So I guess we're going to go there, eh? The fuck are you talking about? Mom and kids over a picture? No. Plenty of messages here telling me about how much she spends a week on booze, how it's not fair for her kids, how drunk she is all the time, doing hit and runs, driving drunk from the fucking bar. Got it all. There's plenty enough there. It's all screenshotted. Yeah. There's a hit and run, but she got away with it because her brother's on the police force. So it's corruption there too as well, eh? Oh, I'm not doing nothing with it today. That's for another day. We're just gonna hang out now. Don't care. No proof of it. So fuck off. No. Doesn't take away shit. I got all those screenshots for it, so. Shirley made a big mistake. A big mistake. What? It's a guy boy. On YouTube. Who knows? Libel, defamation of character. Yeah, against me. Okay. You guys are fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Superly thoperly. Too funny. Too funny. Oh my god, you guys are fucking dumb. Hilarious. So funny. Love it. Thank you, Fupa. Yep. Ain't doing the Foopy. Stop the bullshit. Seriously. Stop. In jail for years and coma for a decade. Coma for a decade. Sex worker. They're hilarious. That's enough of that. Am I SJAM? Yeah. Sex work. I'll lose sight of your memories. Oh. It's a hard one. I gotta take a pee again. I really do. Watch out, children. Ah. I don't want to take my car. Go, kid. Go, kid. Oh, what else is new? Exposed all over the fucking place, so whatever. Just because a petty piece of shit. That's why she's doing it. She loves to drag men. Shut up, Sprout. Had enough of you. Your bullshit. People who are into me, not fucking people who just want to start shit. What the fuck? Like, yeah, okay. She know me fucking dirty. I mean, I knew at some point it would probably get leaked. So I was preparing myself for that, but once again, Jessica Meska overstepping, exposing people she has no business doing so. I don't care. I'm not ashamed. I fucking make money. So off that. So I have my patrons. I have my OnlyFans, and I make a lot of money off it. So I really don't fucking care. It's no surprise to anybody. Ronnie already knows, that I do content like that for money. Sorry, don't care. But it's really wrong for her to post that shit. I really don't care. But, something I kept a secret for many, many years. So it's for people that, appreciate that type of shit. People who don't will think it's weird, think it's disgusting, whatever. More fucking subscribers on that channel than I do this channel. So I'm not a fucking millennial, you dumb fuck. I'm 30 fucking 2 years old. I don't give a fuck. The amount of money I made doing that shit, it's the only reason I do it. About 14 grand last year. That was before I started the OnlyFans. I'm not a fucking millennial. I was born in 1990. Oh, that's stupid. That's a millennial not born in the fucking new millennium. Makes no sense. I don't care. Do what you want. Say what you want. You're not fucking taking my channel down again. Not succumbing to it again. Do not fucking care. Pay a lot of my goddamn bills with that shit, so I don't care. It's not fucking sex work. YouTube shit's not sex work. I'm making good money. I doesn't mean it makes enough for everything for my fucking bills. Whatever. I really don't care. I knew eventually it would be fucking... I knew eventually it'd be exposed. I knew it would. It's a very specific set of people. I know what it is. I make enough off it to keep doing it every month, so I really don't fucking care. I do what I gotta do. I don't care. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not. I don't have anything to say right now. It's somewhat embarrassing for people who aren't into that kind of thing. From a young age, I was kind of into that thing, and yeah, I do profit off it. Not off of YouTube, but I have links which I make money off of. So at least $500-$600 a month. Yeah, well, got a lot of fucking bills, so that kind of shit doesn't cover even half of it. I knew it would happen, so. Whatever, Jessica, you have fun with it, you fucking piece of shit. Your fucking day is coming. Piece of absolute shit. So if you're trying to drive me off YouTube again, y'all fucking retards, whatever you want to fucking call yourselves, good luck. Not happening. Look. I'm a creep, get out. Well, then fucking get off here then. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Fuck. I don't care. If you're not the type of person that's into that shit, then fuck off. Don't look at it. Don't care. I'll rewatch all you want. I don't care. I really don't care. I am who I am. There's a huge group of people that's into this type of shit. You see on that channel, I have fucking more than double the amount of subscribers I have on this channel. And that channel's not been around nearly as long. Yeah, I shouldn't use the R word, but whatever. Get over it. Do what I have to fucking do to make my bills. It's not always fucking pleasant work, is it? No, Sprout, you're fucking weird. I knew it would come to light eventually, and I don't care. Like, my face is showing in half of those videos. It's obviously me. My phone's fucking blowing up. I don't care. I really don't care. I put those videos on YouTube with links to my other accounts, and yeah, I mean up to $1,000 a month just on Patreon. Not counting my OnlyFans, which is new. I don't give a shit. I have no fucking shame. I do not care. I am shameless. Go ahead, drag me out. Do what you got to do. It'll only bring more attention to me and the people that are actually into that shit. There's a lot of them. Lots of people into that shit. 40,000 on one of the websites that I am on are into fat people, fat guys. So get over it. Don't fucking care. You think you're gonna drag me down? You're fucking dreaming. How's this Jessica's fault? She posts on her fucking Discord. See, it's her fault again. Shit. You know, fucking no one paying for my dick pictures. They're all over the fucking place, aren't they? I never said nothing like that. I never told anybody about those fucking other accounts that I have. SJAM Gut photos. Okay, chill out. Depends on the month. I don't get paid from YouTube, but I get paid from the links that I post on those YouTube videos. I don't know. It's been anywhere from $200 a month to $850 a month, $900 a month. Just on Patreon. So, I don't give a fuck. Never begged for money ever. Fuck you. People think they're gonna shame me. You can't shame the shameless. Fuck off. You're gonna try to shame the shameless. Trying to run me off YouTube again. My mom was watching earlier. That's her fucking problem if she's watching. I told her not to. If you don't want to listen, then there you go. I don't just give a fuck. If I'm paying my bills with it, she doesn't give a shit. It's my life, isn't it now? So, whatever. is fucking funny shit, dude. That is funny shit. I'll tell you my page. If you know the fucking YouTube, you'll find all the pages. You can fucking pay for it. Yeah, she advertised me, basically. Go ahead. I'm not fucking ashamed of myself, so I don't care. I'm confident in myself. Isn't it worth their fucking clothes on anymore? There's no fucking money in that. My chat's fucking blow. My messages are blowing up. Holy shit. You dumbass asses. Stop commenting on my shit. Okay, who's Gary? Oh, that's not at all, Gene. Holy fuck, you're way out to lunch. You're so out to lunch, bro. You're so out to lunch. Make that true up. We wish. Buy my content then. We're sure there are people that would pay for that. Yeah, there's a fucking lot of them. A fucking lot of them. I got almost 5,000 subscribers on that channel. I really don't care. I'm not ashamed. There you go, then. You get to see what you want. Yeah, Nick Ocado is part of that community. He's on those websites. I've seen him. I've seen him on those websites. He's into it. So funny. You got so much put in your bank tonight. Well, I produce the content that's wanted, so. Fucking, don't put my channel out. Unless you're into it, don't be fucking looking at my shit. Don't be commenting on it. Don't. If you're not into it, you're not into it. Take a hike. There's the door. I don't know. I don't know. It's something you're born with. You have to be born with it. You really do. If you're not born with it, you're not going to understand it. Gunk. Well, fucking Chantel makes fat-only fucking fan content. Why can't I? You're edging. But you were a girl. Well, then hit me up with those contacts then. Oh, you're a dude. Well, there's plenty of fucking content for gay dudes on there, that's for sure. Go check out that link tree. That's where all my shit is. I was on there way before Nikocado was on there. I found him by accident. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, Nicocado's like fat boy. He's a gainer. He's what you call a gainer. Oh yeah, Nikocado, not on Gromer, or Gromer, or whatever you call it. Nikocado has links, like all of us do. We have links on there. He has OnlyFans. He has Patreon, where he is nude. And he feeds to the fat community. It's a huge community. I don't know what to say. If you don't fucking, not Patreon. There's a Patree, or a link tree. There's link trees. Amaranth has it. Fucking, all the hotties on YouTube have it. Just depends what you're into. Okay, there's a lot of money in it. Lots of money in it. So, a lot more than fucking YouTube. A lot more than on here. Hey, community tab. Thanks for joining. On Patreon, I usually make about $250 a month. Now that's the beginning of the month. About $500 a month. But I've been up to about $1,000 a month last year. As far as OnlyFans, I don't know. I just started a couple weeks ago, so I'm still uploading content to my OF. OF has never been less than $300 a month. And that's putting up, or not OF, Patreon. I was putting up very minimal shit. I don't put up a lot. I put up, once a week. Yeah, don't think you can drag me with this shit because I'm very confident in myself. I do not care. I promote that my shit all over YouTube, all over Patreon, all over OnlyFans. So, either if you're into it, go check it out. If you're not, fuck off. Because if you're not into it, you're just going to be a fucking loser about it. I did not show that at all about Nikocado. That was a fake fucking video. It was not me. Kim Kardashian sex tape. I don't give a fuck about finding a job. People fucking, oh, he's only 5. We can't give him a job. It's not my fucking employer's business what I do in my spare time. Absolutely none of their business. You're retired? Oh. Yeah, you probably should start OnlyFans because there's everybody. There's somebody for everybody. There's everybody into somebody. And I'm telling you. I've had my SJAM channel for 15 years. I've had my other channel for 3 or 4 years. More than double the subscribers. You just have to be into it. If you're not into it, can I get a discount? You probably don't want to see it. I price it high. Actually, not really. My patrons is high. I've been on YouTube 15 years on this SJAM channel. So I knew eventually these fucking channels would unite and I'd have to deal with this. I knew it would happen. I make lots of private requests on my Patreon, but not on YouTube. YouTube doesn't allow a lot of shit. YouTube is my my outlet to get, a lot of links out. $4 a month for what? Oh man, I get weird requests all the time. Mostly it's just feeder content. Want me to eat and everything else. I don't usually do it. I'm fat because I'm fat. I don't actively try to get fat. That's what a lot of people want me to do on those sites. But generally, I don't play into it. when I lost like 30, 40 pounds there, I lost a lot of people on my other pages. Yeah. They were not too happy. No, I'm never gonna be fucking cool with Jessica again. Fuck her. Skank. So, any other questions? Any other questions before I end this? It's like 6 hours long. You guys have fried me all fucking day. I have another channel, which I've had, well, I had one, it hasn't been as long as this channel. I've had a couple channels. Yeah, my peen's on OnlyFans. Everything's on OnlyFans. I have another channel that I make gainer content, basically is what it's called. People that are into fat guys, usually men into guys, and I got into that at quite a young age. I was probably 17 when I probably started talking to people on YouTube that were into fat guys. I wasn't even that fat back then, but I just was into it as a young kid. I'm not going to be ashamed for it. I don't give a fuck. Either like me or you don't. I made content. Yeah, there's a whole channel. It's a newer channel. I deleted a lot of my shit not long ago, right after I went on YouTube, because I didn't really want to get exposed. But I knew it would get exposed eventually, so I started making videos again. I have my Patreon links. I have my OnlyFans links on there. It's specifically for people that are into fat guys, and they sexually want it. If you're not into that, do not fucking go to my shit. Don't be going on there talking shit. It's rude. If you're not into it, just go. Go away. If you think I'm weird, unsubscribe. Disappear. No, it's not always eating. It's just, generally, I'm not into the eating thing. I'm not into the feeder thing. I'm fat because I'm fat. And I show off that, but I don't, generally I don't. I sometimes pretend that I'm into them getting me fatter, but I'm really not into that. I'm not into me getting fatter on purpose. I think that's fucking weird. But I've always been fat. So yeah, I started making money off of it a couple years ago. That's really all there is to it. I have secrets, yeah, I do. Yeah, make a lot of money off of it. So, not so much these days. Still, $300 a month off Patreon, 100%. Just started OnlyFans. Don't have anyone there yet, but I keep an open mind as far as my sexuality. A lot of the people that are into me are guys, so I try to cater to that. Yeah, a very successful page on YouTube there. Almost 5,000 subscribers. And yeah, then there's my Patreon, which I've had up to 150 people on there. And I just started OnlyFans, like I said. So it's really only for people that are really into beer guys. If you're not into it, don't bother going there. If you want to judge me, go ahead. Don't care. Unsubscribe. Hit the door. Take a walk that way. Let the door hit you in the ass. Don't care. I am who I am. I'm candy for you gays. Yeah, gay guys really like me. I will say that. I'm not into big women at all. At all. Don't be spreading my YouTube channel around. There's no point in it. If you're not into it, don't look into it. If you're into it, then okay. Go ahead. Take a look at it. Do what you gotta do. Fuck's sakes, I got like a bunch of Instagram messages here. I am really not worried about it. Judge me all you want. So my fucking words. Fuck off. Oh fuck. I'm in trouble. Where's some trouble? Oh, fuck. Oh, Chantel's mad at me because I said that she was going to be moving into New Orleans or Orleans. I thought she had told people that, so sorry. She told me that she said I couldn't trust you. She said, I guess I was right. I couldn't trust you. I guess I can't be trusted. I don't know. Fuck, man. No matter what I say, I'm always fucking up, so it doesn't matter. I figured I was going to hear about that. You know, at this point, I kind of want to take my whole channel down, but it's not going to fucking change anything, so what's the point? I knew that. I knew my other channels would get exposed eventually. But, yeah. Because of her. Makes me mad. Like, my whole life has been exposed. Everything fucking about me. Every little thing about me has been exposed. And that's okay. Nobody has a problem with that. So. I'm stuck in a loop. So my deepest fucking secrets have been fucking dumped all over the internet. So fucking people that don't know how to mind their business. Oh. This.